Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday Nights. That is the limits of my range right now. Thank you for joining us here today. As you can't tell, I am overcoming or getting over a sickness right now. Brian doing that right now is going to going to throttle you through my computer. Anyway, thanks for joining us here on this lovely Friday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. I'm just going to get through some quick announcements and we're going to get started. We have and had a lot of cool stuff for you to check out. If you haven't watched anything on our channel before, we do a lot of live play stuff like D&D, other RPGs as well. Over this last week, we had the premiere of one of our newest shows, Exiles, which is going to be on every Tuesday from 8 to 10. Ryan is running that. We're playing Dungeon World there. And you get a couple of other familiar faces that are playing in that as well. It's a hoot and a half. And we're having a lot of fun with it. So check that out every Tuesday.
Like it's a hoot and a hoe.
This coming week, I'm thinking about what we've got going on. Do we have a Monster of the Week game or All Myths Are True this Thursday, or is it next week? This Thursday? I've gotten off our schedule. Okay, so we have a All Myths Are True, which is our Monster of the Week, one of the Monster of the Week games that Savannah runs on Thursdays. That's Thursday at 8 o'clock this week. And then on next Sunday, we'll have the other Monster of the Week game that Savannah runs, Slang 101, which is at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. I think Tidefall's on a bit of a hiatus right now until the beginning of December, like second week in December, I believe.
Yeah, December 6th.
On Wednesdays. You can check that out or check any of the previous shows or episodes on our VODs or on YouTube. And then we've got podcasts and stuff that you can check out that I am terrible about getting up on time, and this illness over the last week has not helped, but I promise they're coming eventually. I think that's about it as far as new stuff, unless there's something that I missed. No? Okay. All right, then without any further stalling and limiting my speaking time tremendously, let's get back into the game. Get some suspenseful music going. Last time on Saturday nights, your group had just finished or just defeated one of the archdevils in this realm of suffering. You had claimed your prize and had set your sights on the your next quarry, a archdevil by the name of Joggernoth the Cinder Touched, who had kidnapped a member of your guild, your warlock friend Matthias, who you had previously thought was in your little crystal teleportation and hideaway crystal. It turns out that he had been captured and sold as a slave to this archdevil. You devised your plan to attack Joggernoth via the air on some of these rock fiends that you had been gifted after your last conquest. And you zoomed on in, approaching this desolate city of these bestial fiends. You skipped or avoided any confrontation on the outskirts of the city, opting to just directly airbomb the main boss. As you arrived in this caldera, kind of created on the edge of this cliff face with this magma river flowing through it, you saw the challenge stone kind of poking up out of this magma flow, and a few cages around the perimeter of this caldera, one of which held your friend Matthias. As a couple of you went to free him, Chad cutting his forearm, not his hand, as we made painstaking descriptions to make sure he didn't hurt himself. Went and bled on the stone, and you summoned Juggernaut, this titan made of rock and fire, looming up and out of this magma lake here. And you began to attack him. Juggernaut set a fair number of you on fire, using some of his own abilities and powers, and just this tightness, this strength that he has to overwhelm you. But with some clever thinking from a few members of your party, you were able to extract Juggernaut from this magma flow, weakening him temporarily, pulling him free with some chains, and then by a very clutch move by your bard wizard Hilda, you were able to restrain Juggernaut with a spell, and just wailed on him for a good bit. And we ended last week after you had gotten this final blow on Juggernaut, and you saw him, similar to with Tolman, this red glow from within, this pulsing, as you seem to awaken this fiend heart crystal within him, and his titanic form compressed down to not much larger than any member of your group, going from his about 20 foot height down to a respectable 7 or 8 feet tall, in this hard kind of obsidian black diamond carapace that kind of covering his whole body. This still that kind of reddish glow coalesced towards his center mass, not giving off as much heat as before, but you still see this kind of shifting, shimmering around him. And as he goes to take a step forward, free of Hilda's spell, you see this massive indentation just form in the volcanic rock, indicating his extreme density in this hyper compressed form. And that is where we're going to pick up with combat. All right, so round 2. I think we ended last time. I'm going to say that was his turn, transforming and all that stuff. And as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you currently are kind of reeling from that, trying to figure out your next best kind of way of attack, there is a flash from, I believe, Hilda is the one holding it. This bolt of lightning, and standing a little bit in front of you, Hilda, between you and Juggernaut and facing you, you see Jules.
Jules, we're fighting another guy. He's right behind you.
Very slowly turned around.
Also, we got Matthias.
And he
goes, hi.
As he like swoops by on the, because they're still on the rock, right?
He's on the ground now.
Oh, he hopped off. I forgot. Yeah.
He was temporarily blinded, trying to heal people, and
everyone's on the ground but Finn, who's 60 feet up with the 3 birds going.
Yes.
I swear to Gethys, I leave you all alone for 5 minutes.
And at the start of your guys' turns, I'm going to need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as the lair action comes to effect. The ground beneath you begins to tremble violently.
What is this, a visible thing coming?
Yeah.
I'm assuming a 10 fails.
Yes.
So I'm going to try Indomitable, see if I can
22.
do any better.
Okay.
19.
That's good.
17.
Pretty certain I don't need it, right? Being up high.
Oh yeah, because you're flying around.
Yeah, I think you're good. And Jules, would you roll?
1, not natural.
Oh no.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. So the ground beneath you begins to quake and break apart. All of you succeed in avoiding the breaks in the ground, except for Jules.
Oh, this seems right.
Not quite aware of your surroundings. A fissure in the ground opens up, and you go tumbling down into it. Roll a d10 for me.
Okay. That's a 7.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, probably not, huh?
You go falling. Let's see. 70 feet.
Oh,
that seems bad.
Yeah. And you crash into the ground at the base of this newly formed fissure, and you take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Big yikes.
Yeah. Welcome back.
How big is this fissure?
There are a number of fissures all around, but this one that Jules is in is probably about 5 feet across, and based on her roll, the depth of 70 feet.
Wow.
Wow.
Is this an element I can absorb?
Say what?
The element of bludgeoning.
Is falling an
no.
element?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Good.
I only got a rope that's 50 foot long.
Yikes.
So
Should
it
I
is
roll
all your turn
initiative?
now. You're in the same initiative order as everyone else.
I forgot. Yep.
Yeah. So
Roll
anyway,
30.
hang on. I picked up a spell that might help. I need to read the details of it.
yeah.
So
Okay,
I might be able to help her out of there. Let me see.
I got an idea. Heat rises, right? Let's just pour some lava down there.
Wait.
She'll shoot right out.
The steam will carry me up.
Oh, hi. I'm going to use
Oh,
my bonus
okay.
action to use that cunning action aim,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'll take my first shot because I can now shoot twice
Okay.
while Hilda works on saving our
Okay.
friend.
Yeah,
So
I
I
can
get
do
advantage
it.
on this first attack. Come on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Which also means I'm going to
that
expend
crit?
my
Oh,
spell
gosh.
slot to Eldritch Smite him as well with my attack.
Okay. Okay.
So I pictured it, you'd hear the normal gunshot, and then Finn would kind of urge it to hit harder, and you'd hear it kind of break the sound barrier.
Okay.
So, and because it's advantage, I get sneak attack, correct?
Yes, you would. So go ahead and roll all that.
So for the folks at home, that was a natural 20 he rolled.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, shit.
Crit.
Oh. Damn.
Whoa.
What's that? That is 74 plus 12.
That can't be right.
80.
Thanks, son.
Okay. So 74 plus 12. So 86
Yeah.
Oh,
points of
man.
damage on a single hit. You've got a second hit
Yeah,
too, don't
and
you?
let's shoot him again.
All right.
Pew
And let's
pew.
remove Eldritch Smite and sneak attack damage when I crit again.
No, that is a chunky.
Oh, that's only a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay,
So you get
that's only
advantage on
15.
both of your attacks that turn if you use the aim.
Do I get advantage on both?
Okay. Yeah, I just
Oh,
want to
no.
make sure.
Oh, no, I didn't turn it off.
Oh, okay. So it's 16 on the second one, not the 26.
Yeah, so ignore that extra 15 damage.
Okay, yeah, because that'll just ricochet off of the obsidian plating that he's got.
I forgot
Okay.
to turn advantage off.
All right, I duck.
Yeah, you duck out of the way. That first strike, though, yeah, you hear this crack, that explosion from the gun, and then a secondary crack, and then there is this just explosion of shards and shrapnel. You see this burst of light coming from Juggernaut's chest as you see just fire kind of streaking across the ground. Again, as the cracks sort of opened up in near the core, you see with each kind of point of light that it emits, it just carves rivets across the ground, just with the intensity of the heat burrowing into the stone.
All you hear is Finn yelling out Rolling Thunder.
God damn it.
Yes.
Okay, that's a reference. That's a deep cut. So let's go. So that's Finn's turn. Who's next? Who's going?
Okay, I'm gonna try to get Jules out of the hole.
Okay.
Just gonna
what
like
you
peer
got?
over the edge and be like, I need you to climb a little bit higher.
Can I try to start climbing out of this death pit?
Yes, you can. So you can use your movement to climb. How far up does she have to climb?
At least 10 feet.
Oh yeah, you got that. You got that with your normal movement.
Okay. As she's starting to climb up, Hilda's gonna whip out her bells and cast telekinesis.
Okay. I think, is that a concentration?
It is concentration.
Okay, so you'll lose your fire shield.
So when I clicked on Fire Shield, it doesn't say it's a concentration.
Oh, is it not?
It just
Oh.
lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Is it
Okay.
really it's just the best spell? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, fair enough.
So, oh yeah, Hilda's like surrounded in these like blue flames. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
no, it's just a 10-minute duration. Holy shit, that's a good spell.
That's
Yeah.
a real good spell.
she studied real hard and got real
Yeah.
tired for it.
That's a good spell, Mary.
Okay, so you, so you need to it's contested by a strength check, which I'm assuming you could just choose to fail as I sort of lift
Yeah.
Jules up into the air.
Yeah, I mean, that's Jules' choice, but if she doesn't resist, then
No,
there's
I think I'll stay down here in the death pit.
Just give you the option.
I would love to be lifted out of here right now.
Okay, so
Like
I can
a
move you
beautiful
30
angel.
feet for now, and then I can move you another 30 feet. So you're on your way out.
Okay.
I need one more round to do it.
That's
Get
great.
you all the way out. It's not super fast, but
Okay.
you gotta
He's
float
climbing.
around. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's faster with climbing.
Can
Yeah,
I
so
climb
you-
in between?
Well, so here's what I'll give you on this, because you could move your full Jules. You could have maybe climbed up a bit further to get closer to the top.
Yeah.
Jules, why don't you make me just an athletics check?
Ooh, sweet. 19.
Okay. With a 19, then I'll say using up your entire movement, Jules, and Hilda doing your thing, you get her just out of the top.
Okay.
Or close enough to the top, like Jules' head is kind of poking out. She can see what's going on up there, in case you wanted to cast any spells or anything. But
Nice.
Oh, that's spoken out.
And she uses her hands and it's like, ah!
I got you. You're floating.
That's true. Oh, that's true. That's
But yeah, but it's just like focusing really hard on trying not to drop Jules back down in
Yeah.
this pit.
awesome. Okay, so that's Hilda. Rest of you, anything you want to do?
All right. So how deep are the divots around his feet? It's not like a full-on crater. It's just
No.
we see
I
it.
mean, each one is probably indenting maybe like 2 feet.
Okay. Well, I mean, Chad's just gonna kind of look at Kagan, who I would assume is kind of there next to him. He's just like, well, give it a shot. And Chad's gonna rush up on this guy,
Okay.
try and hit him.
Get up.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Oh, gosh. Now I have to consider if I want to throw on a maneuver and get extra damage here. Yeah, so I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm trying to scare him again.
Wisdom
That's
save.
correct.
That's gonna succeed. Like
Okay.
22.
Yeah, that will definitely succeed, but I still get to add extra damage. So, yeah, let me roll the additional damage die. That's another 2 on the d12. Okay, that's not much better. Great weapon fighter. Okay. So that is going to be 31 points of slashing damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and hit him 2 more times, or is there some kind of negative effect from hitting him in this form?
You're gonna get the fire damage again, but no negative effects so far.
Okay.
I'll roll the fire damage all at once at the end, though.
Yeah, so gonna...
Yep, that positive fire damage.
Well, I'm
good fire.
resistant to it, but there's not like a super gravity effect to him in his
Nope.
super dense form.
No.
Okay, so second attack, 13's not gonna hit. I assume.
No, 13's not gonna hit.
Well, and that's a natural one. So I got a crit and then whiff 2 more times.
Okay, yeah. With those 3 attacks, the one hits. You put all your weight into it, and it's enough that it cracks through the body again, and you feel that kind of. It's a harder exterior. You feel him. He's kind of like more brittle, kind of less kind of amorphous and liquid than he was before. So solid hit there, and then the next 2 miss. So you will take from that first strike. That's going to be 11 points of fire damage, reduced to 5. It does feel like the fire is a little bit heftier than it was before.
And I probably need to take fire damage from being on fire. From
yes, you
whatever
do.
effect it was.
That's 4 damage reduced to 2 on that.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so your 3 attacks against him.
I will bonus action second wind to heal myself.
Okay, good idea.
And this isn't negated by the healing debuff because it's not really magical.
No, I'm not. Yeah, it's only the magical healing that's effective.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I rolled a 1, but I still get to add my level to it.
All right. I think Kagan and Jules still can go, and then my NPCs are gonna do some stuff.
Yeah, speaking of magical healing. Haha,
Yes.
can I do so?
Yes, you can.
Great. Can I, from the edge of the thing, can I cast Mass Cure Wounds?
Yes, you can.
Great, I do this. I can get 6 people in it.
Okay.
Well, in the radius. Probably can't get Finn. But
I'm untouched. It's the birds that's my concern.
The bird. Oh, the birds are not on here, but they are all near dead.
Yeah.
No, one's looking
Now,
alright. One's
don't
on 50.
prioritize. I prioritize the birds if you want to or not. It doesn't matter. Like,
well, I can get 6.
but they're probably the closest to death.
Finn and Azon
One's
look
on-
fine. So
Yeah, I haven't been touched.
I'll get Hilda, me, Kagan, Chad, Matthias, and one of the birds if I can get him on the edge.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say
fly a
that.
bird in if I see this is happening.
Okay.
Just
Kind of like
chickens on the flyby.
Little strafe healing. Yeah,
The
gotcha.
first one, which Chad and I were on, which is on 7 HP and
Like
of
an
not
eagle,
bird.
like an eagle catching a fish, but just like a bandage.
It slows down
Celestial
and little
bandage.
anime sparkles hit it. And it's like,
Yeah.
And then it's -5, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so 24.
Nice.
And then I get more than that.
Okay, so 24 to we're going Hilda, Chad, Kagan, Jules, one of the birds, and Matthias.
Rocket.
Yeah, he looked like he was a little damaged.
Okay, yeah, Matthias is a little bit hurt. I think that'll actually bring him back up to max, though.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay, I didn't write down the max HP for the birds. Like
Let's see.
80.
I have it. It's
Oh,
85.
85. Yeah, 85.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, I did write it down. Well, the only things I wrote down from last
It
session.
was 24, right? 24 healing.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so Jules lets out a heal bomb, bringing you guys pretty much back up to full as a group. And I think Kagan's the only one that hasn't gone yet.
All right.
All right. So I'm tempted to see if I can possibly use this thing's weight and density against it, but I don't have an idea yet. So I'm just gonna hit it 3 times, hopefully. Recklessly attacking. And here goes Spinebreaker. 27, a 21, and a 28.
The 27 to 28 hit.
Oh, cool. All right. Good to know.
What?
So that's a 20 and a 17.
Okay. 2017, so 37 points of damage. Nice.
Yes, sir. And I will take fire damage of some kind.
Yes, you will. You hit it twice, so it's going to be. All right. 21 points of fire damage reduced to half, so 10.
Okay. Well, actually, one at a time.
So roll the. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna use the legend point on that last one. Finally rolled a 1.
You only took the fire damage. Oh no, you
But also I'm on fire.
also on fire. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So, go to-
So Demon Skin holds for this round.
okay.
But my legend point is used up.
So it'd actually be 12 points of fire damage because I didn't roll that extra D10 for your
Okay.
fire damage before. So 12
All right.
points.
All right. Perfect.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
How far away is this little tough ball of black shit from the 70-foot fissure?
Are you talking about me? What's going on?
How far away is Juggernaut from the fissure?
Yeah, I don't learn the names of the things I'm killing.
Jughead.
Yeah, he's
Juggernaut.
he's not too far away. I imagine Jules and I don't. Well, how far away are you, Hilda? I think is the best question because you were maintaining concentration on a spell. I want to say you were
Yes.
within like 30 or 40 feet.
Yeah, so I'm near wherever that fissure is. So yeah, probably within that range.
Okay. Yeah, the fissure's maybe like 30 feet away from him. If that. Okay, that's gonna be their turn. NPCs, Azon is oof, he doesn't have a whole lot he can do. He's gonna throw some daggers just because that's all he's been doing. 2 attacks. 19 and a 20 both miss. So that will be all he's got. 2 daggers, just kind of. Sorry, I have a cat I'm about to go murder here in a second. And Matthias wants to do a bit of helping. You did a lot of healing, Jules. Kind of took the wind out of my sails there. I think he's just going to shoot some Eldritch Blast then.
I have more birds that can fly by if needed.
Oh, true. We do have some hurt birds. He'll slap a heal on one of the birds.
Okay,
I feel good about
send
that.
A different bird, which I'm gonna take Alex's cue, and instead of just calling him Johnson, I'm gonna call him Dwayne.
Okay.
Because then it's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
All right, that'll be 31 healing to Dwayne.
Is that minus the 5?
Sorry. 26 healing
Okay.
to Dwayne.
I just need one more name for a bird, and we got all 3 names.
All right. It's all NPCs, so it's going to be on to Juggernaut's turn. So we have Kagan and Chad within melee right now. Kagan, did you reckless attacks?
I did. Bring it.
Oh, buddy. Okay, I'm going to hit you with this then. Except Roll20 is doing that thing where it's not letting me scroll down on my page. So I'm going to refresh while I narratively describe this in very slow and excruciating detail. So you watch as these fissures begin to open up and kind of widen near the core. And these rifts of light beginning to shoot out in a number of directions away from you. However, he rears back with one of these now collapsed obsidian fists and goes to swing down at you with a crushing. Okay, there we go. Wow, with a meteor impact, and with advantage. All right, that'll be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
That would be 46 points of bludgeoning damage. But you're going to
23?
take 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
My noggin.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Alrighty. Oh, that's bad, actually. 15.
Okay, that's going to be a fail. You're going to be thrown 20 feet in a random direction. I'm going to want you to roll a d6 for me. Now, here's going to be the... actually, no, we're going to make this a little more nuanced. We're going to make this a d10. One, or pretty much 4 and up, you're going to be fine. You're just going to land on the ground somewhere. 2 or 3, you're going to go into a fissure. 1, you're going into lava.
Okay, I got a 5.
Okay, 5, you're good. So you're good there. You go flying 20 feet away. You do take a little bit of impact damage.
Okay.
6 points of damage reduced to 3.
All right.
So you're good there. And now,
Ouch.
those rifts open up and a number of these beams go firing out from his chest. I'm going to say he's going to go one against Hilda because he don't like you right now. One against Finn because he really don't like you right now.
Shouldn't have yelled out Rolling Thunder in hindsight.
One against Jules because you're new. And that's going to be it.
fish.
Sorry, 3 because he did the one meteor impact. So Hilda, that's a 26 to hit.
Ow.
For 18 points of fire damage.
Okay, fire. I get a half that because my fire shields.
Returning the favor against Finn, that's a natural 20.
Oh god.
That's a really bad roll. It's 25 points of fire damage.
I like it, like, that's a really bad roll. I was like, okay, so I need to see if Chad still has protection from.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You're still good with that. It's a DC 12. And then lastly, it'll be Jules with a 20 to hit.
Aw, that's my AC.
19 points of fire damage. I think you're
Halved.
resistant. So 9 points of fire damage to you.
Suck it.
Hilda.
I crawled out of your pit back at full health.
And Hilda, you will have to make a concentration check for telekinesis.
Oh,
I think.
yeah. I do.
Yes.
And don't forget to have the damage because of the.
Okay, I
fire
did. That is Constitution. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Because it's like, suck shit, I'm mad at full health. Telekinesis, stop.
Oh no!
I think that's gonna end. Yeah, that's 3 attacks. Okay, that's gonna end his turn. Bring us back to the start of the round, and that's gonna be the clear action.
Oh, great.
I don't like deciding these, so I'm just gonna say, can everyone just roll a percentile dice for me?
Percentile. Okay.
Bottom 2 are gonna be the losers.
Including me, who's not down there?
If you're not on the ground, you don't have to roll.
I love that.
I am gonna roll for Matthias out of fairness, and Azon.
I rolled a 98, so
92.
All right.
12.
Okay, I rolled an 81 and an 82.
That's just you and me. You and me.
Sweet. The shorties.
All right. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws
Okay.
as the ground rumbles underneath each of you, and a gout of flame comes shooting up.
Fire.
14.
I just point out, if
19.
Jill's a-
What'd you roll, Hilda?
19.
19. Okay, you succeed.
Okay.
I do not think I do.
You do not with a 14. That's gonna be 16 points of fire damage to you, Kagan, reduced to 8. And Hilda, you take half damage and then halved again because your fire shield, so you take 4 points of fire damage.
Oh, okay. That's so bad. Okay.
point
That's
out, if Jules or Chad use the Afridi bottle, we'd have 3 wishes right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Dang it.
Only you would save those good percentile dice rolls. All right, that's going to be the lair action. So, what you fools got?
Let's see.
Same.
I could keep up. I can keep up telekinesis and just yeet you, Jules, at the guy if you want.
that's
Or I
up
can
to
switch
you.
and to switch it to objects.
Basketball special.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get you 30 feet, so it'll get you closer,
That
but
would be pretty cool. It's up to if you want to do something else. I will. Since you got me so far, I'll climb the rest of the way out.
okay. Yeah, because otherwise I was thinking I could like switch to like rocks or something and start just keep up telekinesis and start throwing rocks and there's chains and stuff.
That's a better idea. You do that. I'll climb out.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Perfect.
It was
Okay.
great.
You're welcome. Sorry you got trapped in a hole. Okay, so I can try to move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. If the object isn't being worn or carried, I automatically move it up to 30 feet in any direction. but not beyond the range of this spell, which is 60 feet. So I don't know if there's like some rocks or those chains that we used earlier to try to
Yeah.
wrap him up.
Yeah, you could do either one of those.
Okay.
There are plenty of rocks that you could throw, and there are still chains you could use to try to wrap them up.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to sort of, direct towards the chains and sort of maybe use them to sort of trip him up, like around his legs or something.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's if the object is being worn. Yeah, it says I exert fine control, so.
Okay. What I'll have you do is we'll do like a contested check.
Okay. Like a grapple kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be your, I guess, intelligence is what you're casting this with, or charisma?
Yeah, it says to use my spell casting
Okay.
modifier, which this spell is a wizard spell. So yeah, you gotta use my intelligence.
Okay. So it'll be your intelligence versus his strength.
That is a 19.
19. All right. I'll roll for
See
him.
how
It's a
strong.
43.
Yeah, probably.
That's an 18. So he just fails it.
Okay.
So what happens is you wrap up his legs, and it's this interesting thing where like it's not, he doesn't trip, but he like no longer moving forward, kind of like loses that inertia or that momentum
Okay.
as the chains are like bending and like are twisting around him.
Yeah.
They probably won't be functional anymore after that, given his the inertia that he has. But you are momentarily holding him in place.
Okay.
So he is, I will say, he is grappled
Okay.
for the time being.
Lightly grappled. All right.
Yeah.
That's and then as a bonus, I would like to inspire Kagan.
Mm-hmm.
Go get him, buddy.
Okay.
All right. So it's Hilda's turn. Nobody else has gone yet. So
Yeah.
I'll shoot my first shot.
okay.
Just plain normal. So I don't know if I want to hide from him if I crit him.
Okay.
I'm
Sort of the opposite on that one.
gonna use my legend point. Fuck it.
Okay. Might as well.
Fuck it. Let's fucking. There we go.
Holy fuck.
Christmas rolls right there,
Well,
Chad.
20 loves me.
And I
Yeah,
am
so
in
that was a-
melee with him.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a natural 1 and a natural 20. So go ahead and roll your damage on that. Yes, there is. You do have some people within melee, so you can. Well, yeah, one person after Kagan got shot.
Yeeted.
Yeah, he did.
I can't Eldritch Smite because I got no more spell slots left. So it's just it's not gonna be as good.
Okay. Well, still better than nothing.
2 1s in that first sneak attack. Oh shit.
Yikes.
That 25 plus 15, there's 40 damage.
That's pretty good.
And I'll shoot my second time without
Okay.
using the bonus action because I'm probably gonna hide.
Yeah. Fair.
21 doesn't hit, we know
Just
that much.
Not hit, no.
And so I'm gonna hide and
Okay.
let's stealth him up. 24.
24. All right. Let me check what was his passive is. Okay. All right. You go darting away and duck behind some rubble to get out of sight. So
Jules-
that's
Jules, are you melee?
Am I what?
Melee-ish. Is that your focus or not?
Not really. I can be,
Okay.
but
No,
not,
that's fine.
not my
trying
preference.
That's cool. I'm just making a choice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just go for some attacks then.
okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We got a 25, 23, 25. Recklessing and attacking.
The 225s hit.
Ooh. All right. Then for the 23, can I roll inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Dang.
Yeah, he's a-
did
he's
you
a
say
hardy
D8?
boy.
Did you say D8?
Yes, it's a D8
Okay.
now.
So 30 for that second hit.
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
that would hit.
So, rolling on the damage. These are not the greatest damage rolls. I got a 9, an 18, and a 12.
Okay. So 27 plus 12, so 39.
Yes, sir. I'll take 3 hits of fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna
and
do
before
your
you half them, I will go ahead and roll. Okay, it lasts.
one more because you do get the.
and
Did you roll for the fire at the start?
No.
Oh god, another natural 20. Okay, so fire at the start, you take 3 points.
Does it graph to me yet?
We're getting there. And then you're going to take 60-10 for the rest of it.
Okay.
So you took 6 reduced to 3 for the first one, and then
Mhm.
26 reduced to 13.
Okay.
So,
Man, I have less hit points than Finn now.
all right.
No,
so-
I'm equal. It's like exactly
Shut
equal.
Shut up! I'm gonna have half health left.
all right. So that's Hilda's gone and Finn's gone, Kagan's gone. So Jules and Chad, what you got?
Me? Well, if Finn's hiding, then if I can get to Kagan, I'm just gonna double down on the healing for right
Okay.
now. So I'm gonna do a cure wounds.
Cure worms.
At a lot, probably. Because I have like hella spell slots right now. At 4th level.
Okay.
Good. That's very good. That's 27.
Nice.
And I also heal a little bit.
Wow. So good. So good.
Excellent. Okay.
And that's me.
That will be you. Okay. So Chad, it's your turn.
If I use Dragamaru to cast Dragon's Breath, am I allowed to change the kind of damage as long as I maintain concentration, or once I pick it, it's that?
I think once you pick it, you're locked into that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm trying to decide if I want to try breathing cold on him or if he's just gonna laugh it off. I think I'm gonna give it a shot, so I will spend some charges from Dragamaru to cast Dragon's Breath, choosing cold, and so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. A dexterity save. All right, that is a 12.
That fails, so he is going to take 3d6 cold, hopefully. That is 13 points of cold damage.
Okay, he is going to take 26 points of cold damage.
All right. But yeah, that was my bonus to cast and action to do that. I think I'm just gonna take like a couple steps back away from him, see if I can get out of melee. Though I assume that will provoke.
Yeah, he is going to make an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah.
And yeah, because he can, he's going to use his meteor impact. So it's going to be 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
disadvantage. That's
Yep.
right. That's right. 19 to
You
hit.
just hear Finn's
Oh,
head.
that still
Disadvantage.
hits. 19 still hits.
45 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess I should make a concentration check.
Yeah. DC 22.
I can beat that.
Yeah, I guess you're with your con modifier and save.
I'm going to use my legend point to try again.
Okay.
Nope, that was worse. So that ended up being a 12.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So you do lose concentration.
Okay. Well, I have more Dragon Maru charges, and now I'm out of range. So.
Yeah. All right. So that'll just leave Matthias and Azon. Matthias will do some healing because that's what he's good at. He's got one more spell slot left. So he's going to do a buddy get down. He's going to do a cure wounds on probably you, Chad. You're right there. So that's going to be level 5. Well, that wasn't the best roll. So it'd be 20, 15 healing to you. And then he'll use some more of his healing light. Say 3 more charges on Kagan.
Oh, I also need to take damage from being on fire.
Okay. Kagan, well, that wasn't great. You get another 4 points of healing. And then Chad, you take 2 points of fire damage.
Is that already reduced?
Nope, reduced to 1. Okay. And then Azon will make his attacks. I'll do 2 more dagger strikes. It's a 12 and an 11. Wow. Useless. He has a +8 modifier. Like, statistically, I should be doing better than that.
He's doing my rolls and I'm doing his.
Oh,
It's
but then you
amazing.
also gave your boss at least a 24 AC.
Now that is true. He is going to use his bonus action like a smart rogue to hide this time. So hopefully set himself up. But it's a natural 1, so never mind. Pretty much the worst rogue ever.
Do we want the birds to do anything?
That's a good question. Do you guys want?
Does
first?
anybody want off the ground?
My opinion would be they're more useful as a last resort to get out than they are killing themselves trying to attack this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they weren't
Yeah.
going to attack. I'm saying, does anybody want off the ground?
Oh, 1 off the ground. Sorry, I
You want to be
did not hear
evac'd
that part of the
out.
sentence.
Does anyone need
Not me. I'm good.
emergency chopper lift? Because I've worked out the name of the last rock. It's going to be Lobster.
Hilda, you and Jules, maybe?
Yeah, it might be good to get away slightly.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
Yeah,
Hilda
let's
wants
do
to do
it.
some flying. Okay, so
Yeah.
Hilda and
Send
Jules.
Lobster.
Yeah. So Hilda and Jules hop on one of the rocks and go flying off the ground a bit. Cool.
What's my rock's name?
Lobster.
Lobster.
I love it.
Okay. So the 2 of you are on 1 right now. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This is Hilda's
They're
initial.
very
rocket.
big. I don't think she could ride by herself.
Yeah.
I'll drive.
Thank
All right.
you.
That'll bring it back to Juggernaut's turn. This is going to be a pretty easy turn for him because he got his heat wave back. And I think we've got a couple people within melee. Kagan, Chad. Well,
Fine melee.
Well, it depends
I
on
stepped
how-
back a bit.
you did step back. It's within how far is can you move? Because it's 30 feet.
I can move 30 feet.
Okay. Well, maybe because it's just Kagan, then it's just the 2 of you because Hilda Jules went away. So yeah, I think he's just gonna
baby.
he's gonna do his thing. So we're gonna do a full round of attacks. So he's gonna do
Give
another
that heat.
attack against Kagan
Advantage.
at advantage.
Oh man.
I'm sad. I really wish I protected Kagan from even good.
That's gonna be 26 to hit against Kagan
That'll hit.
for 49 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 24.
Yes, sir.
And then we got 3 heat beams that he's gonna do. One of them is gonna be at Finn, you hid, and you are hidden actually. So one of them is gonna be at Matthias, who's still on the ground. It'll be a 27 to hit, so 29 points of fire damage to the boy. He's probably gonna go for you. Please get down. He's going to go for the rock that you guys are on. That's a big old easy target to hit.
Uh-oh. Goodbye,
That's
lobster.
20. It's 15 fire damage
To Lobster.
to lobster.
Lobster's still good. Lobster was the tankiest out of all of them.
Oh, good. And then another heat beam at Chad.
At disadvantage.
Well, at disadvantage, it was 2 natural ones. So,
Oh.
yeah, that just misses. Okay. And those are his 3 attacks. Who's up first? Oh, let's do lair action. What have we done recently?
Ready to dex it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the there's that kind of that slight tremor to the ground, and then suddenly this ash comes blowing up from the ground again. So I think that's just gonna be Kagan, Chad,
NPCs.
and the NPCs.
Was that one a dex or a con? I can't remember.
That is a con save.
Okay. All right, going switching to normal. 26 for me.
You're
Dirty
good.
20.
You guys are both good. You both succeed. And then Matthias will make. It's a 15. The boy is blinded again.
That
He's
boy
on-
is blind.
He's on rolls a 19, so he's good. So just Matthias again has been struck blind. All right, what you guys got?
I think we should probably pick Matthias up.
All right. I think I can go ahead and start. I'll start by taking the fire damage at the start of my turn.
Yes.
I'll do that too.
It'll be 2 points of fire damage to you. That's already reduced.
Okay.
4 points to Kagan, already reduced.
Okay. So then I will same thing. Bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath Cold from Dragon Maru, and then action to breathe it on Joggernoth.
Okay.
He needs to make a dex save. Which
All
I
right.
think I might have gotten the DC wrong last time, actually. It's only a 13 DC.
Okay. He rolled a 12 last time.
Yeah,
I
he rolled a
think,
12
so,
last time.
Okay.
That's a 2 this time, though, so that's even worse.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's pretty good. That's 14 cold damage.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all I can do.
All right.
Oh, I would have had to step closer to get him in the cone, so I'm now
Yeah.
15 feet away.
Okay. 15
And
feet.
positioning the cone so as not to hit Kagan.
Sure.
How much health do you have? No, you can't. take it.
I don't have resistance to cold.
But maybe it would put out the fire, but nah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about being on fire. It's not so much that as much as like when he punches me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
those
the
are a
one that
little
hurts.
rough.
So actually, I will 15 foot in, breathe, 15 foot back out.
Okay.
trying to stay on the edge of his range.
All right.
Okay. I want to keep up telekinesis, but I'm wondering if I could mess with either like the chains or maybe like throw in some rocks to sort of give somebody like essentially doing the help action for somebody else, like Finn or somebody who might be doing like a.
Yeah. You
Because
could do
Finn's not a
that.
thing, so maybe for Kagan. Oh, but you keep recklessing it. Well.
What if I attack first? Because I got advantage, right? Because he doesn't see me.
Yeah.
And then you help, and I'll take my second attack with an advantage, and then I can hide instead of using my bonus action for aim.
Sure.
Do all that? Okay.
So I'll shoot first. Coming out of
Kinda come
hiding. 24 doesn't hit, correct?
No, that just hits.
Oh, it does just. Good shit, motherfucker. 34 damage.
All right.
Nice.
All right. And then Hill is going in with the help action.
Yes.
And so a large piece of rock comes floating in front a bit, kind of blocking the view. And Finn comes like leaping out from the side and taking another shot.
Get him.
Ooh, did not do anything.
Ah.
All right.
And then you
17.
gotta hide.
17 to stealth. Okay. You go to hide. How far away are you staying right now, Finn?
I am 60 feet away from this dude.
60 feet away. Okay. All right. So that's Finn.
I have a question.
Yes.
The very frightening rock man. Is he on fire in any capacity, or is he just like rocks?
He is. He's less on fire than he was before. You see this like molten glow.
I don't know what that means.
Glow. Yeah, you see this like molten glow coming from his core, and these bits of rock kind of that are now kind of chipping and falling off, given how many times you guys have hit him in this form now. And you can see this red glow of his heat coming from his chest. So it seems like he has some sort of heat component like within him now, but it's not so much visibly on fire.
Okay. Well, they don't seem super concerned about it, but I'm super concerned about it. So as we fly by, I'm going to use my Genasi ability to create water.
Okay.
It's at second level. It's 20 gallons of water, which I can make fall as rain in a 30-foot cube. And it extinguishes exposed flames in the area and maybe confuses the big rock man because now he's all steamy. But yeah, from the back of the rock, just like this is the only time that Jules doesn't sort of grab for her holy symbol, channels her Genasi nature and makes it rain.
So y'all fly over and this rain begins to drop down. Yeah, you see him like it immediately sort of evaporates upon hitting
Is the rock peeing on us?
Joggernaut, and it is
A little bit of sleep mixed in, I think.
yeah, some
Really
some
cold.
steam.
It's really cold.
Yeah, some steam immediately begins to form in the area. Kagan and Chad, the two of you are put out.
Really irritated.
So they say.
The two of you are no longer on fire.
Interesting.
And Juggernaut doesn't take any damage, but it does like you do see this like again this steam cooling effect kind of on him.
All right. Well, I'll move in and like probably the cleanest Kagan's been since the last time he got prestidigitated.
So 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, exactly. Is going to take 3 reckless attacks once again.
Okay.
Also, just to clarify, we
This
did
is your
7.
last round.
I think this is my last round, right?
Yeah.
Because this is round
This
10.
is your last round of
Okay.
Angry Boy.
Miss 28 and a 20. Well, and a miss. Sorry.
Okay. So
I don't know. I hit 4 times, so I
so
just
one
hit
hit.
once.
Yeah.
Okay. For 20 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and Demon Skin holds.
All right. Yeah, you do take another 9 reduced to 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's all I got.
All right. That who hasn't gone?
No, I
NPCs.
started this round.
NPCs haven't gone. Okay. So Hazon is going to attempt 2 more dagger strikes. No. That's a 23 and a 17. So both of those miss. I hate this NPC. And Matthias is out of spell slots. So all he can really do is some Eldritch Blasts.
He's blind as well.
Yeah, he is blind. So he's
Are
gonna
we picking him up?
he's gonna blindly shoot some Eldritch Blasts in the general direction.
Rip me.
Somebody should get him.
Okay,
Can
we'll
you
send
get him?
Dwayne in. We'll send Dwayne in.
All 3 of them miss. Not bad enough to hit Kagan, but they just kind of go pew 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 off in the distance.
Not even in the right direction. He's
yeah. Just blast one of the cages, and you see this small, like impish little fiend that's inside of it, and just like lets out one last little screech as it is just blown to bits.
Is there any decent creatures in these cages we could like
Any decent creatures? They all look kind of monstrous to you, but I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
but
matter of
anything we could
perspective.
recruit.
I don't know.
All right.
Well,
So,
not that it just died, but
quick question: is my rage over right now,
I don't know.
or does it
think-
end at the beginning of, or like I'm
it'll probably
assuming?
be at the start of your next turn
Okay.
because it's still this round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get punched with resistance,
That's really
but then
good.
with a dead boy.
That's really
Yeah, because
I've never hit this point in a rage.
good. Neither have I.
yeah, it's me neither. It's a whole new world. Okay, so it's gonna be Juggernaut's turn. Still not a lot of people clump together, so you guys doesn't really want to use this ability. So he's gonna just do his thing. He's gonna go for a meteor impact against Kagan again. Did you attacked recklessly, right?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
Always.
So it's a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
33 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 16.
Okay.
So not too bad. That's a bad roll on him. And he's going to fire some heat beams. You see they're a little more like fragmented than they were before. Again, that like clear core in the center is kind of breaking away from all the impacts. And you can see these like cracks running up this black obsidian, kind of the smooth finish that was there before.
Why'd you say my name?
So in response to that, what did you roll in your stealth check again, Finn?
127.
I don't think it was good. No, I think it was a 17.
17.
Yeah, so he knows where you're at.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he does.
Stand in my way, Rocco. Stand in my way. You take this hit.
So
Oh,
he's
no.
going to fire a heat beam at Finn.
Oh, just don't crit.
These would be normal attacks. Okay. Nope, it's a natural one.
Oh, stop
Um,
shit, you loser. I'm going to be out there insulting him.
The second one is going to be against Chad.
disadvantage.
At disadvantage. It's a 14, so that'll miss. And then the last one will be against. Finn's blinded, right? Or not Finn. Matthias is blinded right now.
But we did have Matthias picked up by Dwayne.
Oh, okay. He is on Dwayne. Okay, he's gonna go for lobster.
Okay.
Then with
Oh
this one.
no.
Can you guys get off
Another
lobster? His-
freaking natural one. How many of those?
Because
He's really
lobster
not
is the
looking
best.
good. Who just kind of barrel rolls out of the way.
I like to think it's my animal handling skill.
It's like block
Yeah.
lobster over here.
Jeez. Okay, that's gonna end his turn.
That got a much better reaction than it deserves. I'll appreciate it though.
Is that
Uh,
inspiration?
I thought it was
for
really
him?
funny.
No, I don't think that was inspiration worthy.
I do.
Keep
preserve the
workshopping
integ-
it though.
To preserve the integrity of the game, I don't think that should get inspiration.
Okay, let's. So Larak at the start of the round. Who's still on the ground at this point? Okay,
Azon and our two beefy boys, even though one's not as beefy as he used
Okay.
to.
Fin on the ground, or did you jump on a bird?
I'm up high.
Yeah.
Are you still on the bird? You never hopped off.
I'm on a.
I'm
on a
unclear.
ledge.
I'm unclear where
Yeah.
Azon is, but it's you and me are on the ground. And no one
Azon
else.
is on the ground.
Okay, so the three of us.
so-
Then.
Azon, Chad, and Kagan. Yeah, because Finn is off. You said you're 60 feet away and on.
Yeah, I'm on a little ledge
Yeah.
overlooking because I was just standing up there, mind spiking him.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna need the three people on the ground to make dexterity saving throws.
Cool.
And I'm out of anything I can use to re-roll, so this is probably gonna go bad.
Yeah, mine's middling 16.
16 is just what you needed.
19.
It'll probably be half damage and it still knock me out.
No, this is the one from before. The fissures opening up in the ground
nice.
from the quake, and you were able to avoid falling into those. All three of you. Nice. Okay. Top of the round for you guys.
I can try and do some easy damage and do another dragon's breath.
Sure.
Cool with that. So he needs to make a dex save.
Dex save. Not his specialty. That's a 0.
Okay. that is 12 more cold damage.
All right. Is that's doubled, or is that?
That's what I rolled. So.
Okay, so he takes 24 points of cold damage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use my last superiority die to rally Kagan and say, "You almost got him. Get the final blow." And you are going to take. You're gonna get some temp HP.
30 HP
30 points of damage.
You almost got this. Kid.
Chad slaps you on the back so hard, you die.
You get 7 temporary HP for all the good that's gonna do.
That might get me through this round. That's all I got from the fire damage I'm going to take. That might get me through this.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I can only hit it twice max. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to re-up on Rage, Frenzy. I'm going to take... So I have 1 point of exhaustion now, and I'll get another one at the end of this Rage. I'm going to recklessly attack twice, because I took my bonus action. A miss and a hit for 25.
Yes.
For only 11 points of slashing damage, though. So I will take that fire damage, please, sir. May I have some more?
Okay. Please, sir. That'll be 9 points of fire damage reduced to 4.
Okay, 4. Okay, so I still have 3 temp HP.
Yeah, and you guys aren't on fire anymore, so you're not taking those. Perfect. Okay. That'll be Kagan's turn. Chad went. What about the 3 of you? Our aerial combatants.
Yeah.
Matthias is. I'm just gonna have Matthias quickly just pump out some Eldritch Blasts here, just to get those out of the way, because that's all he can do, and he's no longer blinded.
Okay.
So from the back of the rock, I'm just gonna have him do that real quick. Oh wait, those aren't supposed to be at disadvantage, but both of those still would have missed. Yep, all 3 of those missed. Wow, it's terrible.
What you guys got?
I have a gun. That's
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe just doing that help combo again with so I still got telekinesis up. So might do the help action for Finn.
because he shot at me, so I gathered he knows where I am.
Yeah, he knows where you're at, buddy.
So, okay, if you're gonna...
Passive is above 17.
Oh dang.
Okay, so then if that help action's being done, we will... 27.
That'll hit.
34 damage.
Oof. All right. He's not looking too good.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
What's your plan, Jules?
I'm gonna guiding bolt him
Yeah,
Okay,
get him.
let's do that before I shoot him then.
at 4th level.
All
Oh
right.
God.
Do you have anything that gives you advantage? Or
I
you just...
don't.
Okay.
Got this, friend.
I rolled a 19 plus 9. I don't know what that
Oh.
number is.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That
I was really nervous.
It was 2. 4, 5, 6, 7.
I like a 1 in 4 chance of hitting him.
What's the range on guiding bolt?
A lot.
like 120,
I
right?
think it's 120. Yeah, it's 120 feet.
Okay.
6. Forever. 6.
Oh,
Which I
perfect.
imagine, do you have to be closer to do your manipulating with the telekinesis, or
60 feet
let me,
range on
let me click the thing.
telekinesis?
Let me click the thing again and see.
yeah?
Okay, objects. You can exert control on the object.
Within
Says-
range.
Yeah, so 60
Okay,
feet.
and range is 60. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are still within 60 feet flying around. I just get a good idea of the battlefield.
Yes.
What's the damage on that, Jules?
31. And now he's glowing a lot.
Sean's face is like,
Well,
what's going
he's
on?
especially glowing right now because he had 4 hit points left.
Hey.
You let me cast a 4th level spell?
I wasn't gonna say no, but here's what happens.
Overkill.
You fire the guiding bolt, and as it streaks down, both of you kind of come swooping in, all of you firing at the same time. The chaos of battle, the radiant sphere hits center mass. You see kind of this internal impact. And there's that bright like flash of radiant energy which streaks out through the cracks at the same time. And you watch as the cracks in these pieces of rock shrapnel blast outward, and then begin to collapse inward. And you all hear this sort of rumbling for a second, and then you see fire begin to whelm up from inside, and then in an instant there is an explosion. And I need everyone within 60 feet.
Oh,
How convenient.
To make a dexterity saving throw. This is why I was asking for the last bit there,
Okay.
how far everyone was.
okay. Got
Uh,
it. Dex save. Let's use my black one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Finn's gonna die on this. And be like,
I got a natural 20 for 22.
A 6.
But if it's half damage, I'm probably still gonna die.
I got a 9.
16.
Okay. Matthias is going to roll his. It's a 17. Azon's going to roll his. It's a 17, so he also fails. Okay. Who rolled a 21 or higher?
I literally
Dang.
can't roll that high.
Okay.
I think Kagan's the only one, yeah.
So Kagan's the only one that succeeded.
Oh no.
All right.
Highest I can roll is a
Do we need to
19.
roll for the rocks?
Yeah. The two rocks that
Dog.
are within 60.
Okay.
all 3 rocks are within 60.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want Barry, do you want to roll those? Or do you need help rolling those? I don't think there's anything a plus.
1d20 plus. What's that dex again?
I don't think they have any decks.
3?
I don't think I rolled for that. Hold on. We're going to say it's a +2. That's what I got on a D4.
We gotta roll 19s
Oh,
or better.
God. they're all gonna die.
This is for Rocco.
Okay.
Rocco, you fucked. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. 15.
Oh no.
And
Or the one that we were on.
22.
Monster!
He succeeds. All right.
Blaster.
Everyone that failed takes 73 points of fire damage.
Oh! 73. Okay. I get a
Half of that, if you
Half
succeeded or
that.
have resistance, is going to be 36.
So 36 is all. So 36 is the halved, and then half that if you're resistant.
Yeah.
So
18.
Still down.
it doesn't, I'm
Dog!
still down. I
You
have
guys
15.
have got to be kidding me right now. I just came out of the rock.
Oh no, are you out?
Well,
Matthias.
okay,
Oh, wait,
I'm
relentless.
Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
okay.
hold on. I do have relentless, so I have a chance of staying up at 0 HP. Let me
I
roll
think-
that at normal. Unless I roll a natural 1, I'm good. So yeah, I'm still up.
Jeebus
But
creebus.
I have 0 HP though.
Okay,
I'm
I have a
down.
couple of things that we need to rectify. Okay,
Things need to
so
happen.
Matthias
rocks.
is going to take falling damage. They're all dead but Lobster. Lobster's on 3.
Lobster's on 3. So Jules
Everyone
and Hilda
I would
are
give
okay.
my eternal soul for this rock right now.
So Matthias is going to take fall damage. I'm also going to roll a percentile die to see where he falls.
No!
Right now, this is totally I gotta play this straight because there was a big old pool of lava there.
I know where you
Okay.
live.
So I'm gonna roll this open, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna roll a D1. I'll do a D100, but we're gonna say a 10 or less, and he's
In lava?
He ploops.
Oh no.
okay. 46. So we're gonna say he's fine, but he is gonna take fall damage.
Oh buddy.
He's got to be at least 30 feet in the air. So I'm gonna say 3d6. He's down too.
Hey, raise your hand if you're unconscious.
First off, I'm not on a bird, correct?
You're
gonna
not.
put me on a bird for the final thing. Cool, because if I was on a bird, there's a high chance I'd just be outright dead.
Yeah. So Matthias is unconscious as he hits the ground. Azon's okay. Hilda, you're still conscious.
Yes.
I have a question. At the end of my rage, do I fall unconscious?
What is
Because
the?
I'm technically at 0 HP.
What?
What's the ability say?
If you succeed, you drop to 1 HP.
Oh, 1 issue. Never mind.
Okay, there you
I didn't read that right.
You're
Never
still
mind.
at 1. Finn's unconscious. Chad's still up. Kagan's still up. Jules. Okay, so only Finn and Matthias are down.
If you didn't roll that nat 1 on that last laser beam, I'd probably be outright dead with that 76 damage. I survived by like 12 health.
Oh,
Oof.
boy.
Okay. Oh no. This is bad. Okay. So explosion happens. People are falling from the sky.
Yeah.
What
So
else happens?
2 of the rocks die. The Matthias falls from the sky. You see Finn drop down, and you see the shrapnel and everything kind of still forming like a loose cage around in the center of where Juggernaut was last standing. Another red crystal that is hovering there for a moment, and then the pieces of this shale, this black obsidian, all collapse to the ground, and the crystal thunks to the stone as well.
I still have telekinesis up. Could I have like stopped Matthias from hitting the ground?
I'm gonna say no because you were
Okay.
being exploded.
Okay,
there too.
Okay.
So he is unconscious now.
Great. We happy 3 are taking a nosedive. Fam.
Yeah. Let's go.
Chad, you're no longer protected from evil and good because I'm dead.
Well, darn.
Damn it, the whole plan falls apart.
I guess I
So
should technically make a con check for Dragon's Breath. That's a
Technically.
22 against 36 damage. I think I still have it.
yeah.
All the good it'll do.
Who do you go through? Jules and Hilda? Who are you going towards first?
Are they within 60 feet of each other?
I'm 60 foot above the ground.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Son of a bitch.
And I don't know if you would have noticed me go down straight up.
Hang
Matthias
on.
was flying around
Hang
with
on.
you falling.
Wait a minute.
still
Wait,
haven't
hold on,
prepped
hold on,
today.
hold
Dang
on.
it.
Where are you?
So
I don't think I
there was a
understand where
little-
Finn is.
He's up. So there's this like a rock wall that kind of like it has a half circle against the cliff edge here that you have been fighting in, this sort of half dome or this semicircle. Finn is up on that rock ledge. Probably you're not a full 60 feet up because you are out a little
I'm
bit.
60 feet from the.
Yeah, you're about maybe
20.
like I think about 40 feet up off the ground, and about 30 feet. I'm not going to do the math on that, but you're a bit out.
I'm
So-
60 feet from the crystal right now.
Yeah.
And if Matthias is the other side of the crystal,
And Matthias is. I don't think he's on the exact opposite side. This
no,
isn't
but if
like-
he's
Okay.
not between me and the crystal, he's not within
Not-
60 feet of me.
Yeah, not directly.
Okay. Could I haste our rock?
Yeah.
It could go faster.
Okay. Use your action to cast haste on the. Yeah. You could use your bonus action, healing word Matthias, as you zoom past. You're only going to have is you get up to where Finn is down. So Matthias is up. He's conscious. Yeah. If you want to roll the.
Okay.
As you go. Yeah, it's going to be at least 1. But
He takes 3 damage.
Okay.
okay, so reduced
Okay.
to 7.
And Matthias has got to roll for an injury.
Yeah, he'll do that.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Finn's gonna experience this.
I was gonna say I've been unconscious a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the first time you guys have had to bring me up.
I guess
I
we
get-
missed it the previous
We
time.
might have missed it the
Whoops.
previous
I
times.
want to say that you succeeded the last time.
It's our best kept secret. This rule. So you get up to where Finn is. You've already cast the spell, so you have your action. You can make a medicine check, unless you have a cantrip you can do.
Rocco's
I would like to
probably-
cast. I would like to use my action to cast Spare the Dying,
There you go. Okay, that works.
the cantrip
Um,
that never gets used.
So you're able to
Yay.
stabilize him before he has to make
Yep.
a death save. Okay.
Cool. So there's a dead bird on me as well.
Yeah, those are just dead.
Oh, I didn't say I was casting it on the rock.
Okay, so everybody's alive. I will need Constitution saving throws from Finn, and I'll make one for Matthias.
What?
For when you wake up, you might have an injury. It's like a homebrew rule that we have. That should
Oh, no.
Looking good, team.
Would you roll?
2.
Okay.
Do I just? Oh, of course, I would go down and get screwed over because
Okay,
I
but-
requested
It is
art for
under
this
MISC, under homebrew rules,
Minor
if you want to look at
injuries?
it.
intermediate or major.
So you're going to take just a regular one because you have a minor injury because you have not failed.
I'm
before.
limping.
Roll another D8 for me.
Okay. 1d8. I have a minor scar. Oh, this is amazing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is probably the most permanent of all them. So, yeah, you do end up with a minor scar. I'll let you decide what that ends up being.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
It's not going to have any other adverse effects. You just can't get rid of it with any healing unless you have a healing spell of 6th level or higher. So-
I need to quickly email the guy doing the artwork to be like, oh, you can just chuck a scar on my chin.
Just draw a little line. But okay, are you going to use some magical healing to bring Finn back to consciousness, or are you just going to
I'm gonna wake him up.
leave
me
your boy
get-
hanging?
That cure wounds.
What? Is this not playing, or is it just so quiet that I can't?
I can
tell?
hear it. It's really quiet.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can hear it now.
I'm going to skip to the next one. Allegedly.
Long note 2, long note 3, long note 4. Is there a long note 1?
You get 7 healing.
I think that's the one with the sting at the beginning.
Long note 4
This
is the
one?
one.
With
Oh,
the
is it?
sting?
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. So I healed 7.
Yeah.
And you have
Okay,
a wicked
uh,
scar somewhere.
Yeah, it's gonna be going over his left eye because it's badass. So his left eye is probably extremely bloody.
Wait, we're doing like anime, like over the eye,
Yeah,
or like over
Yeah.
the eye?
No. It's going down.
Okay.
I like to
He's
think
yelling
the gun
timber.
comes back and you better move.
Oh my god.
You better wake up.
All right.
I'm
So
awake, but I have a bloody left eye, and it's really annoying.
everyone is up now. You have the crystal.
Chad heads forward towards the crystal, and Kagan's just like, I imagine there's smoke just coming off Kagan, and whatever
He's got
loincloth we had
one.
left you was gone.
Yeah. Who has that? Was that like ground zero of the detonation and is just like
Oh, no!
smoking and
Was that was fire damage, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have any
And
hair
the skin
left?
held. Yes,
it still held.
yes.
I think Chad
Awesome.
comes up, is gonna like going for a pat on the shoulder, thinks about it, and is just like,
Oh no, okay. You It's like-
uh,
and I think just still chipping at the leftovers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Don't crush it too much, you son of a bitch.
we're gonna.
You're unconscious. Can't hear you.
Not anymore. I'm crawling onto lobster.
We're going to rest in just a minute, but first. And Chad's gonna reach into the rubble pile and try and pull out the crystal.
Okay. Chad retrieves the crystal from the pile, and as you do, you see like that again, that kind of swirling red substance inside, and that faint flash of like golden light from within. You almost think it's a residual effect of the guiding bolt for a moment, but it maintains there, and as you kind of stare into it, you can see it, and then there is this pulse of light, and once again, Chad, Jules, Barry, and
Who's this
Hilda.
Barry guy?
God damn it! Why do I keep doing that? Dan,
It's the exact
Hilda.
same spot as
I'm
last
done.
time as
I'm
well.
done. That's it. Game over. Anyway,
Barry guy keeps going into the light. This is fucked.
you know what it
That's
really
Finn's
is
middle
because
name.
I'm staring at Zoom right now, and you're the only one out of those four. Well, I guess Morgan doesn't
You
have
got
her name on
a
there.
very
Yeah.
concerned Wizbard here.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
concerned.
What would be crazy or wild if like there was like just a demon named Barry with us the whole time that was like Cheshire Cat style. Like we all miss him every time. We're like, what are you talking about? There's no one named Barry here with us, but just like.
He's like,
Yep.
guys, I've been here since the start.
I was always
Anyway.
here.
Dramatic moment here. Excuse
Okay,
me.
drama time.
All right.
The four of you black out and experience this vision once again. I'm gonna see if I can get through this without coughing. Let me just take a drink of water real quick. Here we go. You look over rolling hills framing an orange horizon. Jagged teeth of a mountain range pierce the tranquil sunset as a few twists of cotton clouds sail lazily between them. You look down at your hand, amber-colored skin, an arm bound in golden chain. You clench your hand, the physical sensation still foreign to you. A soft breeze picks up, and you begin to hear a steady grating of metal on the wind. Looking down, you see striding over the hillside, the fading light gleams off the set of white pauldrons, golden breastplate, and a visor hammered in the likeness of a smooth, featureless face. The armored figure approaches, ascending the hillside, draws a silver longsword from the sheath hanging from their left hip. Holding the sword aloft for a moment, the blade catches the light, and then the figure drives the blade into the soft earth and drops to one knee before you. A voice rings out from the helm. Arbiter, by the honor of my blade, how may I serve your holiness? You speak, the vibrations of your chest filling you with a strange unease. Stand. This formality is unnecessary. I seek words with you on urgent matters. The armor creaks as the figure stands. What words may I offer your grace? The Convergence seeks answer. There are some amongst your kingdom who seek to disrupt the balance. I need your aid in routing the infestation. The helm twists in surprise. Among my kingdom? Surely not, your holiness. We are devout followers of the Six. You turn to face them, feeling a heat rising within your chest. You question the knowledge of your creators. The scholar herself enlightened me on the matter. The armored figure bows abruptly. Please, forgive my insolence. I did not mean to offend your holiness or my masters. You nod. Heat fading, but a cold stone forming in its place. How dare these creatures make demands of you? The voice rings from the helm again. I will find the traitors, your grace. By any and all means, I will burn out the corruption. They will be destroyed under the light of the Six. No. The voice erupts with unnecessary force, causing the armored figure to bow again. No. You will not levy any judgment or punishment upon them. You are to drive out the maggots and deliver them into our hands. You nod. The figure kneels once again, hand on sword hilt. They reach one hand to their mask and draw the helm. A wave of golden hair cascading down upon their shoulders, pierced by the tips of long ears of a similar amber hue. Emerald eyes remain transfixed upon the ground, long and sharply angled face set in stone. I, Queen Shallan Morgeth of the Awakened, swear to you under the light of Gethys the Father, Lelavath the Mother, Jarlee the Unbound, Arisha the Scholar, Olarius the Champion, and Grin the Darkness, I will deliver these traitors unto you. Your eyes drift from their bowed head and look over the hills once again, over the mountains in the distance where, as the sun sets, the golden lights of the Silver City spark and flicker against the encroaching darkness. And the vision ends. And that's where we're going to take a break. So hang out with us in the chat, everyone, for a little bit. We're going to come back on the aftermath of this vision and see what the party gets up to next. So hang out, and we'll be back soon. And welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. This man's going to go deal with the cat real quick. Let's get back into it. So the currently 7 of you, I think there are in the crater, the aftermath of this destruction of killing Juggernaut, and you've all, everyone except for Kagan, Azon, and Matthias, just had this vision.
Another one.
That's not even remotely right.
What do you mean? I mean, clearly I didn't pay attention during my lessons on the gods or that part of history, but...
Well,
what do you mean it's not right?
two of those names,
They're
they're
not
not gods anymore. They're, yeah.
They're not the current pantheon as we know it.
They've been dead, gone for a very long time.
Well, I guess there goes that pet theory that we had somehow attracted the interest of the current 6, which I suppose is for the best. That's
Yeah,
not
I
them.
feel very relieved now because, oh
Did
boy,
any of those voices match the first vision?
The perspective that you were seeing it from was the same perspective as the first vision. So you've continued to see the visions through this the eyes of this arbiter, who is not a figure that any of you have ever heard of before. But otherwise, the only other person speaking in the vision, this Queen Shalon Morgeth, is also not somebody that you've heard of previously.
So we can't rule out the fact that the first vision could be from a more present time than this last one.
yeah, if you want to look at it that way.
Plan for the worst. We got some... I'm picturing lizard type dude walking at us. With a big energy beam sword. Oh, I like these guys.
It's very specific.
I don't know,
Visuals.
it just comes to mind.
I'm going to clear up one thing just to keep it from being too super abstract, is that because you're feeling these and sensing these from the perspective of the arbiter,
Yeah.
from the memories that you were pulling from at that moment, these appear to have happened in sequence.
Okay.
So it does appear that these are, like I said, these are sequential.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as much as I love to talk about it, we should maybe find someone better than this. Kind of like
Like
looks
a little
around.
hut?
Yeah, so with this explosion that happened, I'm guessing everything is wrecked and we've drawn a little bit of attention to ourselves.
It's not a terrible guess. You don't see from where you're at in this call here, looking around. You don't see any other notice. There's nothing living in any of those cages anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And there isn't like a tunnel or something that comes in and out of here. You don't see like some sort of passageway through or doors or something like that. So as of right now, you don't see anything, but you do know there is like a city beyond this wall.
Just like right there.
Yeah.
Well, we can maybe fly up to the top of the wall, make a similar play as in the Tolman's territory.
We got one bird who looks like it's gonna die if it stubs its toe. Just a heads up. He on 3
Yeah, also-
out of 85.
Also, because I hasted it, at one point it just like freezes up as the haste spell drops.
Oh no!
He gets
It's going
stunned for a
round, just like-
minute.
Yeah, he's just like,
Oh, this poor bird.
I'm gonna pick up all the obsidian shards I can.
Okay.
Because I like to think one of those is what cut me. It flung out, which is why I'm like, oh cool, I'm just gonna collect them.
Okay.
Can't get
Keep the
yelled at
things
for
that
skinning
hurt
this
you.
guy because he skinned himself.
Chad, maybe you could take this rock up to the top and see if anybody is coming.
Yes.
Rapidly.
Can we heal the rock a little bit? I don't want like someone throwing a pebble and it dies.
Who needs a lot? Who needs healing a lot right now?
Well, if we're gonna rest,
Probably
The
that guy.
most.
And
I'm
points
saying,
at Kagan.
In this one moment.
Of the people who need it, I probably need it the least. After maybe Hilda.
I'm
Kagan's
just
at 1.
I'm just at 145 below my max.
All right, you know what?
Just.
From
fuck
the
you, that's almost 3 of me.
great from the center of the group. Sorry, Azon. I'm gonna cast. Man, all my high level spells are going. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds. And I'm gonna get Matthias, Kagan, Chad, Finn, Hilda, and the bird.
Okay.
Merci beaucoup.
That's my 6.
Merci beaucoup.
Wait, does the rock
Classic.
speak any language? Any languages at all?
No.
Because if it did, I could communicate with it telepathically and have an actual conversation.
No, it is not. It is not sapient.
In its head, it's just no.
That's 23.
After the -5.
Yeah.
Just never go into that guy's head again.
For everyone but me and Azon, and I get like a little bit off of that.
I'm almost half health. This is
7.
amazing.
I too would be gathering some obsidian shards, and also, are there any like bigger pieces of the body, like a hand, head, foot, anything?
Yeah, you probably find something that was like once part of the of his like one of the fists that he
Okay.
was pummeling you with.
So I'm trying to think, like adding to the, depending on how many shards going, like to add in more teeth to the axe. Because he was like hyper dense, I might need to also add some to the I guess the pommel for a counterweight to the axe. Like I was thinking, like if there's like a fist on the end of the axe or something like that, just to like
Sure.
keep the thing balanced, and then like using lava to like quick forge it because I'm a weird dwarf, I guess. I don't
Just
know.
like dipping it a little bit in like a
Like something like you're maybe taking like the chains that we used to pull it out, like
yeah.
getting those things red hot and like twisting it around, and it's just like
Letting him
It's
cool.
it's just a freaking like katamari weapon of death.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, yeah, you can do that
Okay.
to your specifications. It's heavier. It's got some more weight to it now.
No.
Yeah, I like it.
And just gonna lay down on his back, exhausted.
Can try flying the rock up myself, but not the best with animals.
Also, I think Hagen's gonna like at a seam in his demon suit. It's gonna like open it up and just like sweat and the most worst
Oh, gross!
smell.
Oh,
comes
that's
out.
disgusting.
Prestidigitation. Half asleep, I can just go by the smell. Just
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Fair.
clean him up.
And
He can keep the skin.
He's kind of wearing this like bit of a meat sock, I think. Pretty much. Probably doesn't smell that great. Yeah.
So bad.
all right. So
I don't like this at all.
so those of you on the ground. So is it Chad's gonna fly up with the crystal, and the rest of you are gonna?
Oh, I think I'm gonna. No, I
Do you-
guess I should hold on to the crystal just in case as proof.
Chad, do you want someone to go with you?
I'll follow them up if I'm not done with what I'm doing, or if I am done with what I'm doing. Otherwise,
Sure. It doesn't. I'm not gonna make that take a long time.
Yes, I mean, at least someone.
I'm gonna stay here with Matthias and Finn. They don't look very good.
I'm perfectly fine. I'm just laying down.
Let's me look at
You'll
that.
notice Finn hasn't cleaned his suit yet. So.
Can I do? Oh,
He's
no.
possessed.
Not
Kill him.
him.
He's a demon.
Can I? Okay, so Jules healed him, but his eye still looks messed up. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no longer bleeding.
Okay.
But you can see it's going to scar.
That's gonna be a nice little scar you've got there, Finn.
Yeah, imagine the stories I can come up with how this happened. No one's going to believe the truth. I was in hell, killed a demon, it blew up.
It does
Okay,
sound
Boomer.
very fantastical.
Can I line up a shot on Chan?
As he turns around. Okay.
One in the back, that's all it would take. Just.
I would like to use my last point of inspiration to inspire Chad in case something happens up there.
Okay.
Go get him, buddy.
All right, shall we, Jules? Kagan?
Look how all the people are leaving. The squishies are like, we'll be fine.
I mean, you should. You have a giant wall
How
protecting you.
charismatic is
Yeah.
Chad?
Fairly charismatic.
Don't you have the getaway car too? Or do we have
They're
it?
flying
We're
up on
taking
the
it.
car.
No, we're
Flying
taking
up on
it.
There's one
lobster.
left.
Yes.
Two broke down.
Good
They
luck, y'all.
broke down. I don't think I can piece them together and be like,
Finn, or not Finn, Matthias would advise to. I've only got so many shots at his voice today, so I'm not going to make this a thing. After he long rests, he could cast fly on up to 3 people. So there is that option.
And then I can use Dragon Maru to fly
There you
after
go.
a rest.
And then the remainder
I take
hop
the
on
bird.
the bird.
I'm good with animals.
if we could get this geode working, we'd just suck people into this.
Just carry them around in our pocket.
Just
Come on,
backing people
Azon,
up.
get in.
All right. So Chad, Kagan, and Jules go flying up to the top of this caldera, and as you reach the precipice of it, look out over the city. This low stone ruined city that surrounds this domain, former domain of Joggernoth. You hear screeching and kind of the restlessness within it, and you can see at the base of the mountain there are a good number of these very large, hulking, armored devils that are mostly obscured by the ash and gloom and smoke, but you can just see dozens and dozens of eyes looking up at you as you crest the top here. And there's a bit of silence that overtakes the vicinity as you are made apparent and have your crystal in tow.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Just very quietly under my breath. 12 hours to Jules again. Just like, is that what we're going with?
I guess.
All right, turning to my audience, casting thaumaturgy to boom the voice. Joggernoth the Cinder Touch lies defeated. We claim his power and his right of rule. You have 12 hours to amass tribute for us. Bring it here at that time, or face our wrath. And trying to, like, maybe elbowing the rock to try and get it to spread its wings.
I spur it a little bit.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Yes, I think I'm good at.
We'll do that before we do the intimidation.
21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you nudge it a little bit, or you coax it, and it flaps the wings a bit, billowing some of the smoke and ash forward in a nice cloud in front of you.
Good,
So,
scary bird.
Chad, make a intimidation check, and you can have advantage on it.
Okay.
Never mind. That won't help.
Okay.
I have an intimidating presence apparently, but I don't think it's going to help.
Let's see how
anymore.
this check goes.
Well, I'm gonna use Hilda's inspiration because I rolled a 5 and a 7, but
Okay.
It goes based
well,
off my charisma.
that's on
so
the D20, not with my bonus. That's an 8 on the D8. So what's 7 plus 16?
23.
Yeah, 23 intimidation.
Okay. All right. So the as you make this proclamation and the masses of these mostly feral devils begin to kind of hush, and you hear this low kind of rumbling, kind of this like snarls amongst the crowds every now and then. They don't attack you on sight, and they seem to back off a little bit from the caldera. So
That's the smell.
so yeah.
Chad, sometimes I can almost forget you're a noble, and then you give a speech.
Yes, well, I guess money does have
Buy very
some
good
use with the
tutors.
Yes, Hilda's one of them. All right, let's get down and go to sleep.
Speaking of Hilda.
All right. The three of you fly back down to the base of this caldera, at the edge of this magma flow. What's the plan?
Finn's been having a chat with his best buddy Matthias.
Okay.
Do you know who your patron is? Because I don't know who mine is. How long have you been a warlock? Oh my gosh, you can do the Eldritch Blast. It's pretty cool. Just
Aw, new friend.
He's pretty tired, but he chats back with you. That
we're
he,
both looking fun.
Yeah.
Both died. Yeah.
That he doesn't know her name. He just calls her his mistress. Came to him.
So it's natural not knowing their names. Awesome.
Yeah. Came to him a little over a year ago at this point, not that long. And yeah, Eldritch Blast, cool spell.
I don't have it because it seems pretty gay.
Wait, I think he told me her name once.
Did he?
Insight check that he doesn't know the name?
You're gonna make me go
Because
back
I wrote
through.
it down.
It doesn't have to
Okay.
be said
He
now.
probably
like,
knows.
We
Hold
know
on.
check.
Do you want it? Because I have it right here in my one note that I took. He definitely told me one time. I remember this conversation from so long ago.
Pensalia.
Mistress of Fate and Destiny.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
He doesn't know anything else about her though, other than her name.
Sorry, I don't mean to call your bluff, but
Sorry, it's not a bluff. That was just me
You
forgetting.
just see Finn gets a little bit deflated. It's like, oh, so you do know.
He doesn't know much else about her.
Oh, I get it. Just slides away a little bit and just counting his obsidian shards, and then sees his tatty suit prestigitation. You can't sulk.
While that's happening, I guess Hilda's catching Tiny Hut while they're chatting.
Okay.
Just like temporarily, don't know if we're gonna stay here the whole night, but wants the sense of security that spell brings.
Okay.
At
Yeah.
least for an hour.
At least for a minute, yeah.
All right. That's a good question. So you create the tiny hut, gives you guys all some time to talk and figure out whether you're going to actually stay here for the 12 hours or you're going to leave.
are we just like in a crater now? Like, is there anything nearby that resembles like a cave or a like overhang or something that's
No,
not
It's
just
set
like
the
a
hut up
crater?
against the wall.
There's lava one side, there's a wall full of cages on the other.
Yeah, there's not any caves or craters to speak of. There's the big fissures open in the ground.
Well, there's a lava waterfall, and if we know
There
anything
is.
from games, there's something behind it. So
Yeah.
maybe we can
Oh.
hide behind that.
We
You
tried
go
to
first.
through the water.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, I would like to short rest at least.
At least short rest, then
I'll
I'm
do
good
that.
to go.
If we're
I'll do
short resting, I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing. The spell I never prepare.
Do you get your con mod on short rest? Hit die?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I just hit the button.
Yeah, can you just hit the
So
button?
everybody
Yeah,
I think so.
gets...
Path, and you just
Alright.
So everybody gets 2d8 from me. Before you roll any more. Dang, Kagan.
Oh, no.
No, that's good. That's... Is 24... 19. For
Okay,
everyone.
so everybody gets 19 from that.
So I
And
pray
then
for 10 minutes.
any short resting you want to do.
Alright, pardon me while I roll these for a little while.
and I'll just roll one more. So I only need one more hit point to get to max. Fuck yeah, I'm on.
Is Hilda gonna do a Song of Rest?
I forget that's a thing.
What's that do?
Hang on, let me
a
look.
little
I
extra
always
healing.
forget. Y'all, I'm the best part ever.
Yeah.
Okay, Song of Rest. Whoop.
Anybody who's spending hit dice
1d8.
Yeah, so go to roll D8.
Oh,
You guys can
so
add
I only
that.
needed to spend one hit die because I ended up being one off being max health. I'm like, I'm good to go. Let's roll.
That's an extra 5.
Got all my spell slots. Got my curse back.
There's an extra 5. HP.
Oh. When it comes to healing yourself, Jules, you're not the best.
Ouch.
That's okay. I also got some extra from Prayer of Healing, so Dunk, I'm at full.
Okay.
I'm almost there. I'm getting there.
Get in there. Just like 20 more dice. I think the oration that is happening for the Song of Rest. Hilda's taking out her spell book and sort of in the back where there's blank pages, she's actually like trying to record what happened in the visions that we saw.
Trying to record the.
Yeah, just like what we saw, what the people said, like just trying to like capture all this.
Okay, from the visions. Yeah,
Yes.
gotcha.
So she's sort of like saying that out loud as she's like writing it. And
That's a
so.
great idea.
Does Lobster have hit die?
I'll say yeah, probably. I'll just give them each 20 hit points. On
Each. There's only one left. You killed the
sorry,
Just
I'll
the
give
one.
the one. Give him 20.
Another
hit
one comes back to from
Is
Actually-
Lobster the pregnant one?
points.
y'all. I do have anime
No,
dead.
we know that was Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, it only works in human aids. Dang it.
Human aid.
I mean, I
heard human aid.
can
And it
bring...
may sound like it's a great demon drink. I'm just like,
Gross.
hey, when you have
Human aid.
humans, make human aid.
Fake human.
I mean, I can bring them back, but it's been long enough that it's gonna get expensive.
Yeah, no, let's not. I just realized this is a spell I have, but I just have never used because I got it from the
If you
necromancer
guys
spell book.
Uh,
want to spend
nah.
1,000 gold, I can bring them the 2 back. But
No, we'll see what we get back from tributes.
maybe we'll get some new ones.
Um,
Maybe you'll see that we like them and bring us a whole fleet.
The
only
lobster is our
cost
new
me-
best friend.
it only cost me 10 hit dice to get back with all of your help. So yeah,
Oh boy.
we're
Cost
there
me
now.
one.
All right, so you spend the hour healing. What are you guys doing now?
I think we want to find maybe try to find a little bit of a less exposed place to do a more long-term tiny hut for a long rest.
Okay, so somewhere in the vicinity, somewhere nearby.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this
but
is
a
where
little
we
more
told the
sheltered.
tribute to come, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, just not in like the middle of this explosion site.
sure. Somebody make me a survival check.
Ooh,
Not a perception.
this is the thing I'm good at.
No,
I'm okay.
This is more knowing where to look. More than one person can make it.
All right, I will roll as well.
Can I assist Jules in making it?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you got advantage, Jules.
I
Even
roll,
though Kagan's like, there's a cave over here. It's like, Jules, you have advantage.
I roll a natural 20 for 25.
I
25.
rolled
Oh.
28.
Okay.
Dang, guys.
Nice.
Behind the lava waterfall, if you just push this button, it just opens.
Yeah, you guys both at the same time just like point across, and there is a across the chasm. There is a few kind of similar fissures, breaks off from the main rock ledge, and there you do find some small like cave formations that you could rest in that are kind of out of sight. And using the rock fiend to get back and forth, you can shuttle everyone over there.
But we have to be careful about the order, because if we leave certain people with each other, they eat each other.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no.
But the scorpion has to go with the turtle, and then I don't remember the riddle. Anyway, so
No, I think that one just ended with both of them drowning.
yeah.
That particular one.
Okay, so you guys, which may be an apt metaphor. You guys all make your way over there. So you got about like an 80 to 100 foot divide between the city of Ash and where you are currently holed up.
Cool. Then I will slip.
Okay.
Do you get back half of your hit die or half of the remaining? I can't remember.
Half of your total hit die.
Okay.
So. Or
does anything happen in between, or does long rest go on?
You guys are clear to take a long rest.
Okay. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back down to 1 thing of exhaustion.
Oh, before we go to sleep, can I help with that? I got 1 big spell slot left, buddy.
Woohoo!
You got 100 more gold? Jules says,
I-
but like laughing a little bit.
Kagan doesn't get it. He's like, do I? Like,
Starting a tab.
I technically should have got a share from that last fight.
You need to calm down a little bit. I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration.
nice.
And you owe
That's
me
so
100
useful.
gold.
Okay, that's 200 at this point.
Racking it up.
So, what's our plan?
That is
We got time to kill now. May as well discuss it.
Yeah, this is the time to talk and plan.
People are so loud.
No, I think he's.
I wish I
over it.
knew this. I wish I knew the silence spell, or just cast it on. Can I learn that? Because if I can, I'm just gonna.
Tries to roll Kagan over so he's not snoring.
He's like,
Can I cast freedom
much
of
cuter when he's on the
movement?
side.
Can I cast freedom of movement, but just on his sinuses? Please.
It's like mauled earth for his boogers.
Ew.
Oh man.
Yes,
Well,
that
Okay.
is a good question what our plan is. The legends Azon told us are to be believed. We have 1 more archdevil to slay before we are granted an audience with the king.
I think before we talk about that, we need to talk about 12 hours from now.
Yes.
Well,
I'm gonna make the assumption you guys clue Matthias in on what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have thrown that in between my barrage of questions earlier.
Oh, I haven't seen Matthias. I hug him
Okay. hugs you
too
back.
hard.
Takes 1d6
Squish.
bludgeoning.
And he dies.
Oh. Rude.
So, with my new fancy Unearthed Arcana Warlock ability stuff,
Okay.
I too can also have fly. I can change my spell on a short or long rest.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a new thing for Warlocks on Unearthed Arcana, so I'm not restricted by limited choices, just limited spell slots.
Wow. That's really cool.
Wow.
Well, I guess we'll find out 12 hours from now if we were commanding enough. They might
I'm not that
offer us
strong,
tribute.
so I can only fly 1 person.
So, you can use Dragon Maru to fly. The Rock Fiend is a huge creature, right? Or what did we? What
I
is
think
its
it's
size category?
large.
It's
It's a
huge.
huge creature.
Oh, it's even bigger.
It could probably carry
Oh, it's even bigger.
it could probably carry all of us? Question mark.
No, it couldn't carry all of you. I would say it could carry 3 of you.
There's-
Okay,
Okay.
but I can fly myself. Matthias
So,
said he
yeah.
could fly a bunch of us.
I can fly up to 3.
And I can
Um,
take
And then
who's
I guess
left.
that would mean Finn could also fly up to 3, or I don't know what your spell
I'm
slots are
not.
at.
I'm not as good as Matthias on spells just yet because I'm a sneaky boy.
Okay, so we have ways of moving around, but yeah, I guess we got to decide where we're
Where are
going
we
next.
going? I like the sound of killing the guy called Ragnarok because that sounds fun.
You have an interesting definition of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like a challenge. So far, I haven't had one.
Now, my idea of fun is killing whoever's closest to us so we can go home.
Which I do
Wait,
think is-
which 3 are new? Didn't we want to
So,
find out which
yeah,
3 are new and don't have gems in them?
No, we have not asked Azon that yet, but whether or not he knows, based on the legends, which archdevils were the replacements of the ones that were slain by the original person in the legend, so we know not to bother with them if we want the bonus
If we
loot.
want to collect the
But they may have had the crystal shoved into them.
For the collectibles.
And can we identify this new crystal?
you can do that.
I can do that. Give me a minute. look.
Yeah. Azon would tell you if you asked him about the crystal thing, like he's not familiar with that at all. And then as far as the legend goes, it's that would have been so long ago. He doesn't even know if it was within this realm that took place. It's just a legend that has sort of persisted amongst the devil kin here. So not sure.
Our closest options?
Closest options to here. Let's see. From where you originally were, the closest ones to you were Irgamun the Haunted was the one that was going to be most directly in your path. That was sort of assuming that you guys were heading in the direction of wanting to go to the towards Zariel.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
If you're just looking for any devil in the vicinity and the closest ones that are to you, Ragnarok the Wanderer, his domain would be fairly close, as well as Trollmock Stone Speaker. The 2 of them are probably the closest in proximity.
Does Azon know anything about them?
Yeah. Before I forget, let me give you you wanted to know the description of the item.
Yes, I would have cast Identify, not doing it as a ritual, just will cast it.
Okay. So identifying the crystal is again a fiend heart. You get the same sort of the kind of a corrupted essence of something celestial that has been used and twisted to make this to create these fiend hearts. This one I am calling Surge is the power of this fiend heart. Once per long rest, a creature that is sort of imprinted, I guess a mortal creature that'd be imprinted, the direct effect that you would have from this would be you could increase one ability score by 4, but you'd have to decrease another ability score by 4 until your next long rest. So you surge one ability.
So it's a temporary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
So yeah, that is its current corrupted nature right now.
Up strength by 4, reduce intelligence by 4 down to a total of 2.
Oh no!
And then Chad is not capable of speech until the end of
Yeah.
his next long rest.
So you've got that, and I've got boost charisma to 24 and strength down to 2, and be like, lift up the gun. It's like, just get in line.
And Barry and Finn can't walk for the
Oh
next
my
period.
gosh.
Yeah, so definitely some things to think about. But it requires a permanent binding to its.
Yeah. Can't pass around. It's who's ever got it.
Yeah.
Unless you kill the person and rip it out their chest.
Okay. I mean, yes. That's
Gina could get stronger.
We are not buffing Gina. She's insane already.
You can have all the crystals.
Just
This is
throw
like a
all
new
the crystals-
Pokemon gym badge.
Just throwing all the crystals into the bag and see what happens. Just like jiggle it up.
Hey. See what random roll you get.
So what did he tell you about the other? So if you're wanting to know about Trollmach and Ragnarok, Ragnarok is sort of the antithesis of Juggernaut, the Cinder Touched, where Juggernaut's domain was fire, Ragnarok's is ice, which is sort of an anomaly for this domain. The people of, or the fiends and the devils of the realm of suffering and just the realm of eternal fire, given its name, are much more accustomed to fire and heat. It's very uncommon for a creature, a fiend, to end up with powers of ice. You've encountered one before, the ice devil that you fought that came out of Paul. But otherwise, it's a strange phenomenon. Anyway, so Juggernaut kind of has that same Ragnarok was sort of an anomaly. Doesn't really have a large city to speak of like the others, but does have a territory that they have claimed nearby. And the followers of Ragnarok are bound to that territory. Again, Azon would tell you that ice and sort of a ferocity, sort of on par with Juggernaut. As far as Trollmach goes, is a bit different. It's more of like a religious figure. Has a more like a cult following to his hordes, to his legions. They call him Stone Speaker because of his manipulation of the volcanic stones of the sepulcher. Has a sort of supernatural ability to command them and to commune with them. And the followers of his are obedient in their worship and their in their action towards him. So yeah, that's what Azon notes.
I mean, some cold might be nice for a change. Almost like home.
Now that is a thing I can handle.
So I imagine it'll be colder than home, but
Probably extremely colder.
between those two, cold is preferable to. I don't imagine getting crushed by giant rocks would be very pleasant.
Plus, cold-resistant flesh. Look at what the heat-resistant one did for our little smelly, snoring ball over prestidigitation. This keeps coming back.
Part of his being.
Gosh, I wish I could cast this at a higher level just to really get in there and clean.
Super deep clean.
Level 9 prestidigitation.
I have very active dreams.
So there are those two, but this isn't really something I've fully thought out yet. Well, there's still something to be said for heading towards Zariel's domain in case the legends, don't come to pass. Maybe the king has upped the stakes since then, and we have to take out 4 more archdevils. But at least we can relatively safely assume there is a portal in Zariel's domain.
I mean, there is a chance we've already proven that we can take on 2 of them. Maybe that's enough to sort of prove to whomever that we are not to be messed with, and that we just want to go home. I mean, there is that city you told us about, Chad, that you saw.
Oh, I gotta go back and look at the notes to remember what city that ended up being, or no, was that city? No, that was the city of the king of this realm. Okay.
Okay. Got it. I had forgotten that part. I mean, we could just go there and see. Maybe we don't have to fight anyone else. I know it's not what is in the story, but 2 is still a pretty hefty number out of 6.
And stories are just stories.
At 8.
8? I can't remember. I'm just tired. I'd rather not be here any longer.
Are you kidding me? Flying is only up for 10 minutes.
Would probably get us away from the city, and then we'd have to.
And then you fall out of the sky.
Jesus Christ, this is going to be a long trip if we're flying there.
Well, but in case, I think for the going back to the what do we do 12 hours from now, see what tribute, if any, is brought. If they're if they decide now we're just gonna kill you, then we can all fly and GTFO.
I guess I could still travel 9,000 feet flying in 10 minutes.
That seems pretty far.
It actually does seem pretty far.
It's like almost 2 miles.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's over a mile.
I don't know your imperial system.
How many meters is that?
It's a couple
Feet to
kilometers, I
meters.
think.
All right.
2.7 kilometers. That's
Almost 3.
pretty far.
So see what tribute there is. Probably do the same thing where we just take it and go before they decide to do something else.
Yeah, as soon as Matthias, we got tribute, you got your cards, and pulls the cards out of the bag and gives them to Matthias.
He smiles, saying, "I didn't think I was going to see this. I told you. Fate brought us together, and we'll get through this. Now I need to sleep."
Yeah. I should probably sleep a little bit.
So do we want to head towards Ragnarok in the morning, or towards Irgamun and eventually Zariel, or try and find the king's city?
That is a good question. And I wrote a bond that is about getting back to your heritage. So actually, we should. Hilda wants to go to check out the Zariel person.
Yeah.
At some point?
I'll point out too. You guys have 2. Zariel would be a 3rd if you took them out. So there's that.
I don't know. Chad is conflicted about, and let me just do this in character, I guess.
Okay. Yes.
I have been thinking that, well, for the reasons I've already stated, I think it would be good to continue heading towards Zariel's domain. But I must admit there is, that personal curiosity as well. Is Azon still awake? Is he listening in at this point, or did he nod off?
No, Azon's still there. If you want to wait until Azon is asleep or
On watch?
incapacitated.
I mean, he's already suspicious.
This might be weird, but can I do just like a general insight check on the trustiness of Azon. If I think
How
whether or not,
trusty is this boy?
but whether or not I think letting him in on yes, I am a descendant of Zariel would be a bad idea.
Make an insight check.
With a flat bonus, hoping I roll well. Natural 20.
Oh, dang. Well,
So what's the total of that?
yeah, what's the total?
20.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you said it was flat. I forgot.
Yeah. So Azon, you have gathered, and especially since this last fight, has been maintaining a very close eye on you and kind of listening to the conversation and stuff. You don't really have any reason to think that they are at odds with in going to betray you at this point, given how much they have helped you get here. If they are, you don't really know what their end game would be. But has seen you now bleed on the rock in order to activate it.
No, he didn't.
They haven't.
For this one, we did.
For this one, he did.
He was saving Matthias. He wasn't anywhere near us bleeding on this.
He had a very clear line of sight to what was going on. Yeah.
Emptying the vial.
No, because Chad did go up and actually cut his own arm and bleed on it this time. So has seen it, hasn't brought it up yet, but it's like you know that he knows, and he knows that you know that he knows.
Other option for this conversation is it would take longer in time-wise, but Finn could just mentally, telepathically communicate all the points over.
You guys just all sit here while a telepathic game of telephone goes on.
No, thanks.
No, so I think is going to, at this point, kind of turn to Azon and say, "You're rather perceptive, and I'm seeing that you are keeping an eye on me. I'm sure by now you've gathered that my blood activated the challenge stone."
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh.
I hadn't even noticed.
Yes, well, as it turns out, and this is a rather recent revelation to me as well, I am descended by who knows how many degrees from Zariel.
Congratulations.
I guess, thank you, but...
Do you want to go stop in on your great-grandma, or...
That's what I'm wondering is, could...
It would be
head
interesting to see if this is legitimate.
there. Yes.
And what would we do when we got there?
That's what I'm not entirely sure of. For all I know, I could be dust to her. She probably has, untold numbers of descendants. But at the same time, my stepmother seemed to believe I was special because of my blood.
She also tried to kill all of us.
Yes,
Well,
that doesn't necessarily make her wrong about that point.
No, but I don't want to get killed. And I'm not in the business of dying to prove someone else right.
But in the best light, could get there and just be like, "Hey, it's me, your great grandson. Can we just hop on back through the portal?" But
I mean,
If you
we
thought
could
that was
attempt-
an option, why didn't we do that first? Because you've got a lot of reservations about it, and no offense, Chad, I know this means a lot to you, but there are a lot of us here.
no, which is why I've been hesitant about this, and we could continue on our path, get more of these fiend hearts, get sent back by another power, and that could be the end of it.
But then we wouldn't know.
Are you
But then we'd be
against
alive.
killing your relatives?
Don't know.
If worst case scenario, your great whatever wants us dead, Are you okay with killing her?
I think so. I mean, I
Are
only
you
just
okay with
found out
putting all
about
of
it.
us in danger to do it?
Well, we're going to be in danger anyway. This way we can either get some answers and kill an archdevil.
And have
Two
the
birds,
portal
one
right
stone.
there. I'm
That's
not
a
saying
good
we go
point.
straight to Zariel, but if we go after another archdevil, taking them out doesn't grant us, doesn't get us expelled from the hells, then I think Zariel is a potential option.
But we may get expelled and lose chance of getting information.
Yes, and I don't know. I mean, yes, we did take out 2 of these archdevils, but it was kind of close. you have to
Zariel is also
admit.
not just a devil. This is something completely different we're talking about. This is something who wasn't always here. This is a fallen angel.
So then maybe it does not play by the same rules. Maybe
That's
it
what I'm
won't
worried
just kill
about.
us on sight.
What do you have to do to get cast down?
You could ask me, I guess.
Are you actually laying like that?
Now I am.
Lay it out.
Draw me like one of your friends.
Draw me like one of your angels.
Just a little bit of heat resistant flesh covering the parts which need to be covered.
Bleh. Do you know something about this, Kagan?
I know that everything down here bleeds just like anything else.
Did this last thing bleed at all?
Blood magma?
Just kind of like
Metaphorically.
heavily drops axe on ground.
Fuck.
He's like,
Boy, you disrespect me?
enough,
It's like
enough for me.
angel, demon, both powerful, both gonna die.
And Zariel might be both.
Again, I'm not saying we go straight to her. I'm just saying if that becomes the best path forward, we have a few options in approaching it.
Then I say we should just go for it.
We are the hope of vagrants, and we are vagrants right now, and our only hope. Can I try and persuade Jules into
If
agreeing
you-
with this? Let's do a
If you're
persuasion.
looking for a safe path through hell with no danger, you're gonna be looking for a long time.
Ooh,
Oh,
so
my
let's
puppy
get
dog
us-
eyes. Puppy dog eyes at Jules and be like, come on, Jules. Come on.
Go on, Jules.
I'm not proposing we don't go anywhere. But I'm proposing we don't put ourselves in unnecessary peril.
That's a 28. Come on, Jules.
What is unnecessary about killing devils?
Not
This
all
is
of us have a
probably an
death
angel.
wish, Kagan.
Neither do the devils that have thrown across.
What do I roll against a persuasion?
I don't
Because
know.
apparently I'm being persuaded.
You get to
Instead
decide.
Instead
Is
of
this a group?
anybody, no, instead of anybody trying to say anything, though, persuader, they're just like, let me do numbers.
You get to just decide whether the numbers actually affect it.
I don't know.
What he's said so far.
Yeah.
Does he say
Uh,
anything additional, Barry? Do you add?
I
It's
don't
more
know
just-
what it is you're trying to persuade me of. Like, Jules isn't
It's
like,
more
no,
just
let's just
pointing
stay
out-
in this
okay.
crater forever.
We're fighting something which is dangerous no matter what. There's no difference between fighting an angel and a demon. Theoretically, they're both strong. They're both leading thing. I know in the past. some
Jules
people
is
have-
not convinced by that.
I do want to figure out. I want to figure out something real quick because I'm not really tracking where everyone's arguments are at this
We
point.
have a
That's
few
why
different
that's
points
why
being
I'm
argued.
asking. instead of
Information,
just saying,
like-
"Oh, what's the rule?"
Let's talk about it out of character for a second.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
who's arguing that they want to go just straight on fight and kill Zariel? Just like
Not kill, but
not-
talk to.
Okay,
Like have
so
request
some
an
people wanna
audience with
go
Zariel.
fight, going to go talk to, maybe kill if have
if
to.
needed.
Yes.
All right, who's on that
Hit
train
me.
right now?
This is our best chance to chat.
I'm the only one.
That's the thing
Hilda's
Jules
the
is
only one.
worried about.
Yeah,
And everyone else-
Chad's first choice.
Okay, and but
Oh.
everyone else is saying they rather go fight a different one of the devils and get out that way if possible.
Kagan was tuned out most of the conversation. I just heard last about like what's the safest way to go about it, and being worried about one devil versus the other. And Kagan was just like, it doesn't matter which way we go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be devils.
That's not what I
And
said, though.
No,
That's
no,
what-
it's not. It's not what you said.
That's what
I
Finn
was
said.
just-
I said.
It's like, and that's when Kagan started listening. But
I
so
just want to be clear.
Yeah. Kagan's just like, it doesn't matter which way we go as long as devils die.
Okay.
Like there's no safety.
Jules is
I'm
really
like-
listening to Kagan because he doesn't even
Yeah,
want to leave. So
Exactly.
If we get a third crystal and send straight out, then we miss a chance of Chad getting information.
and Jules doesn't think it's worth it.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
I mean,
Chad.
No, Chad is on that train and is like, I mean, it would be a missed opportunity, but also we got sent to hell in the first place. Something could make it happen again, maybe, if Chad just wants to go on a solo journey.
Just come back later. Ah.
There's also, research. I mean, before all the stuff went down with his stepmom, he didn't know about Zariel, so now he knows and could start looking into that, doing research, things like that. This is just
Studying books.
this would be like, instead of going to a primary or a secondary source in the history books, you just go to the source. But
Yes.
that is also a very, 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 very dangerous source.
Yeah,
That's what
because
Hilda wants to
Jules's concern is everyone else that is here with us right now.
Mm-hmm.
We bring out the Afridi bottle and we wish ourselves.
Finn, honestly, go to bed. Just go to sleep.
So,
Just
Uh,
dex
where,
him.
where Chad is at right now is, do we go after Ragnarok as the closest one, or do we go to Irgamun and kind of continue the path towards Zariel?
Which one
in
is
case
Irgamun?
it's
What
not
does Irgamun do again?
The Haunted?
Irgamun the Haunted, the one that has the undead fiend army.
Great. I have something for both of those. So take your pick. But I know it's not going to be painless, and I know it's not going to be safe, and I know it's not going to be easy. But it can be fast. And we can all go home.
And we send a letter.
Do
A
they have-
strongly worded letter.
Do they have
Yes.
a
Like,
postal
hey,
service
look.
here in the
Long
depths,
lost.
Azon?
Long lost relatives here. Like your great nephew. You have time to chat.
Yes, we
It's
call
the-
it FedEx.
The Flaming Pony Express. Oh, dang.
Fed hex.
FedEx.
Oh!
The sending spell requires that you're familiar with the creature, right?
Yeah,
I can tell you.
I think it does require some amount of
A
familiarity.
creature with which you are
Orc.
familiar. Yep,
So,
that's all it says.
That would be a
I
little
thought there
bit-
was more to it, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I wanted. Here's what we'll go and do, because we're about to wrap up here for a second. So either way, you guys are going to sleep, maybe collecting tribute, and then leaving.
Yep.
The next day. All right.
I want to do one thing before we go to sleep.
Okay. Which is?
Okay, sorry.
I think you're the only one that had anything to do. So unless somebody else had anything they want to do.
Yeah, other than just
Twiddle
like,
my thumbs for a little bit.
oh yeah, yeah, I was just gonna keep trying to record. And I want to say I thought of this after the fact, but it still works. Hilda would have cast Unseen Servant and have that be writing in her book, and so she's
Okay.
like dictating to it,
Yeah.
just for flavor, completely for flavor.
Okay.
She's
I like
tired
that.
and doesn't want to write.
That's
She's
really
like
good.
laying like sprawled out on the ground, and there's just a quill and a book just hovering in the air, just filling it out. I love it.
You check
Yes.
you check your notes halfway through. It's like but we can get information for Chad and
Yeah.
So you can do that, and I'll send you guys the transcript of that later.
Okay.
Jules, what were you gonna do?
After everybody goes to sleep,
Okay.
I would like to call on my deity to intervene on my behalf when my need is great.
Oh, you're doing divine intervention.
Yeah, that's what the thing says.
What is your ask here?
I want to ask the Great Father to take us home.
Okay.
That is a cleric spell.
Yeah. No.
Please shift.
Yeah.
Going for the effect of any cleric spell, which is plane shift. I'm including all of us in that. Even Azon, he can come if it works. I don't
Okay.
care.
and lobster.
Yeah, well, obviously lobster. We owe lobster our lives. So I'm wait for everybody to kind of doze off and do one final, like, desperate prayer. What do I have to roll?
It's
Equal to or lower than my level.
Yeah, which is 12.
It is 12.
Okay.
There's no way. I rolled a 58.
Okay. Whew. So that was gonna.
Well, that would have wrecked your whole shit, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Gotta try.
Just gotta dodge a couple more bullets.
I'm gonna keep trying though.
Yeah.
Bet.
I mean, no. If that's how you guys got out, you guys got
Or we
out.
can just stay camping here until that succeeds.
I guess you guys could just camp here for the next week until that happens, and that would be an incredibly boring way to end this chapter.
Jules would feel good
Um,
about it. Why?
yeah.
Hey, don't call my choices boring.
Oh no! I just mean you guys sitting here for like
Oh.
however many days it's gonna take for you guys to.
Yeah, we need to
Succeed.
RP that all out for sure.
Yeah, I would make you guys sit here and role play those 10 days in real time.
But I think it is
but
like
in initiative order.
yeah, I think it is like because I think Jules tends to like try to stick to the prayers that she knows. I mean, she makes up her own and stuff like she did like last time and everything. But I think she really goes like off book this time and is like, please, just like anything. Please help us,
Okay.
or at
You
least let me know
finish-
that you can hear me in this
Yeah, you finish the
godforsaken
request,
place.
and there's, it's just quiet, and because you're within the bubble right now, and you feel isolated, and you're still feeling like that pain that's been kind of permeating this entire experience for all of you. And you look down at the ground, and from the rocks in front of you, you just see the tiniest little, like, the tiniest little green bud poke its
Cat,
way
the tiniest little
through.
cat?
Oh my god. They're just like going nuts right now. The tiniest little green bud poke its way up through a crack in the rocks. And it would, just for a moment, I mean, just the smallest little thing kind of, and you haven't seen any plants here since your arrival.
I guess that's something. Great, I'll find my own way. I always have.
All
I
right.
don't want to undermine that moment, but it made me think. It reminded me of something I said I wanted to do before. I think before going to bed, Chad's going to pull out his trinket that he rolled, that we all rolled like a trinket before starting the game. Mine is, where do I have that information? Pulls out a little clear marble, sets it on the ground, and tries to see which way it rolls towards the nearest source of running water, or does it just stay there?
Jules
just
is very
explodes.
interested in this.
It shatters, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have established there's water in this place, so I think you
It
set
just rolls
down.
towards Jules.
Is she crying? Yes,
No, she's just been
roll-
providing you with all of your food of fresh water for the past, I don't know, since we've been here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
except I've made it taste better.
Just
Yeah.
rolls off the cliff. Just
wait. You made the water taste better?
And the
Made it
food
smell like hot dogs,
tastes
right?
like chicken.
Oh, he
Oh,
made
chicken,
it
yeah.
LaCroix.
It was an apple, but it tasted like chicken.
Anyway, yeah, I think it does roll in a direction, like towards the chasm, maybe a little bit like windward of where it's going. You do gather there is a source of fresh water nearby, someplace. You
Probably
could
towards Ragnarok.
use this to triangulate it.
Yeah, I think would ask is on like is that the direction towards Ragnarok's domain?
Yeah, yeah, that generally, yes.
Okay, that was just
Like,
idle
wait.
curiosity.
Azon, wake up, wake up. Is that towards Ragnarok's direction?
No, this would have been before we all go to bed. So before Jules's moment, I just remembered it afterwards. Sorry.
All right. Jules, do you just leave the bud there, or do you like take it from the ground, or?
Oh, I'm afraid if I take it, it'll die.
It'll probably die if you leave it too.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna take it and put it in maybe like a vial that used to have a healing potion in it, because I know we drank some of those. I'll make a little terrarium.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the evening passes. You all get your long rest. You wake the next day. And the seven of you get taxied across the chasm to the caldera. Who's going to the summit to like claim your gifts and stuff? Is it Chad and Jules and Kagan again? Okay. And the rest of you are getting prepared to leave. Matthias can cast
Yeah,
his...
the puppet masters will stay down here.
And would also try to get in a little bit of studying on these spell books if possible. Because we waited 12 hours. Then
Yeah, you'd have
slept and done a little bit.
You had time the evening before, I guess 12 minus 8, so 4 hours to do what you wish.
Yeah, but staying down, not going to the top with the rest of those guys.
Okay. The rest of you head to the summit, and as you crest and look out into the city, it is desolate, and not just the ruined buildings from before, but it's quiet. The fiends, the devils that were there before, don't appear to be present, or at least are not making their presence known.
Well, in some ways, I suppose that's preferable.
Can I get the three of you to make perception checks?
That's an 8.
19.
21.
All right. Chad, the through the dust and the ash, everything, it's hard to make out. But Kagan and Jules, in a moment of clarity, as the wind picks up and blows apart some of the ash in the distance, you get a clear view windward, and you see a force approaching, a legion of devils approaching in the distance. They're a ways off, miles off even. You see banners flying over over these rows of neatly packed soldiers, probably several hundred in number. A legion, if you would. Who did you? So you rolled a 19, Jules. What'd you roll?
21.
21. I'll give you guys this. It's a ways off. You guys don't have any like magical sources of vision. No, I don't think you'd be able to make out the banners from here. So yeah, you guys do see some banners flying. You see very far off a legion of devils approaching.
All right.
I take it you see them.
Oh, I do.
Chad. I'm trying to point, but
If you point it out after a bit and Chad really focusing really hard, you do begin to make out the approaching army.
it looks like an army flying banners.
Well, what are the odds they were coming to kick Dragonaut's ass and we just beat them to it?
They're either coming to pay tribute or they're coming to kill us.
Well then.
A tribute of blood it is.
I mean, if you want to stay and fight, that's your choice, but I think we are going to head on to the next Archdevil.
And Lobster's coming with us. She says with a totally serious look on her face.
I like killing archdevils.
Alright, let's head back down and get the others. Maybe we can try and fly by that army, see if we can tell who they answer to, but...
Kagan shouts out, I doubt they'll hear, but it's like, I'm coming back for you, fuckwits!
Was he talking to us or?
I don't know. I couldn't.
Azon? It's probably you who's talking a bit.
Yeah, I don't think he was talking to me.
Yeah.
He's probably talking to you.
I'm pretty certain it's you.
Good call, Chad. Let's not risk it.
Okay.
They'll be flying away.
Did you inform us? Because I'm the one with the magic items Sean was thinking about.
Yeah, we'd probably fly back down. There's an army approaching, and then if you bring up, hey, you can see super far. Fly you back up.
Great. Come on, Finn.
Yeah, we'll get the cinematic, because I got to wrap things up here. We'll get the cinematic view of all of you, 4 of you mounting up, or 3 of you mounting up on Lobster. And the rest of you flying in your own manner.
I'll fly on myself, so it's not a giant lobster going near an army.
Who's with me?
I can't fly on my own.
Yeah,
come on, Kagan.
I think you have Kagan and Hilda, or Hilda,
Yeah.
can you fly?
I cannot fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take the 2 small.
I take the little ones.
Yes.
Medium, my dude.
You still short.
Are you though?
You're barely taller than me.
So Finn flies himself.
I'm pretty sure I
Matthias
fly like Thor using Mjolnir with dragon
Just
arm.
run.
and
Oh my gosh.
the
Mary Poppins.
Matthias will fly both NPCs. So with the 7 of you come soaring out, and then over the caldera, and then cresting over the city. Finn, you pull out your.
I don't need to pull it out. I have contact lenses in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Eyes of the eagle, so I get advantage on perception checks, and I can see really small shit.
Okay, these are the eyes of the eagle that we had, because those were not contact lenses. Those are the
They were
goggles. It looked like
He popped the lenses out and then just like jammed them under his lids.
They're now contact lenses.
He's just walking around like.
yeah.
Okay.
You pull on your nice little goggles.
Okay, I'll pull on my nice little goggles.
Okay.
And it's a 22 as I'm flying by.
You can peer out at a much further distance and in more detail. You see this legion approaching. All of them wearing very well kept steel armor, and the banners that are flying over this legion depict a black background with a black field with a sort of a whitish insignia that is emblazoned on it, which is of a figure almost like a cross, except it has these 2 wings coming out from either side, and chains wrapped around them.
I would pass that information on to Azon telepathically, because yelling, there's probably bugs and stuff, and I don't want it in my face. Just so you know what it is, because we have a flying thing with wings. We used a chain. It could be us.
Yeah. Azon says, that is the That's the banner of the Scourge General, Sarthia.
Oh, look, she came to see us. This is all good.
We should avoid that. That is not the peacekeeping. Those are not diplomats.
Okay. I will join everyone and fly Superman style.
Okay. And you all soar away, skirting outside of this approaching legion and towards your next quarry. So that's where we will end our session here for tonight. So thank you, everyone out there, for watching and joining us. We will be back. We will be back next Saturday to continue this wonderful magical journey and see what other trouble we can get into as our party attempts to escape the depths. So thank you. We have a couple of other shows throughout the week. I guess we just have the one other live show this week leading up to next Saturday. I think we just have Exiles on Tuesday at 8:00.
No.
And then on Thursday we have All Myths Are True, our Monster of the Week game at 8:00 Eastern time. I think that's all I've got with announcements. My voice is giving out. Do you guys have anything else? No. Okay. Well, we will see you all next week. Have fun until then. Enjoy yourselves. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night,
Good
Internet.
night, Internet.